एंड जो आपका डिफॉल्ट बिहेवियर है, पुट दैट rather than an occasional behavior. Two parts to this. One is it throws up actually. You can see in various tests have different terminology. One of the tests says it's a tight graph. माने इनको देखो ही मत, झूठा है. Okay, it actually throws up like that. And the second is, even if you get through, in the interview you are going to have a very tough time to justify points which you are not. Okay? So now, let's move to group discussion. Be well versed with the current affairs and common GD topics. जो भी facts figures हैं तो थोड़ा collect कर लीजिए. Please note that जीडी में आपका सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्टीज नहीं देखते हैं. इट्स टू सी योर ओवरऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इट कैन बी एनीथिंग लाइक द रिसेंट यूएस इंडिया ट्रेड नेगोशिएशंस, पार्टिसिपेशन इन आईपीएल वर्सेस पार्टिसिपेशन इन national matches, because they look for things like communication, teamwork, respect and all. These are the key factors they look at. But it's good to be aware of what is really happening around you and get some facts and figures around it. It is good to start the discussion if you can, wherein you can just summarize the topic in a couple of minutes and then what are the key objectives, but it shouldn't take more than a minute. And then logical reasoning. Structure your points logically. Quality matters, not being all over the place. हम कभी जाते हैं ऑब्जर्वर बन के, तो I have seen candidates or participants coming out and telling, अरे तोड़ फोड़ कर दिया मैंने. हमें तोड़ फोड़ वाला आदमी नहीं चाहिए. So it is not how much you speak, it is what you speak and how you speak, which is very important. Active listening. When we speak of communication, what happens is, we generally think that, अरे communication का तो बहुत बढ़िया था. नहीं, क्यों था बढ़िया भाई? अरे क्या इंग्लिश बोलता है यार. Bullshit. That's not even 20% of communication. Major is how you listen and how you give feedback. ये एक पॉइंट रहेगा जो एक्टिवली उन लोग देखेंगे. So please pay attention to others' points. And when others are making their point, see in a group discussion, आपका एक सिचुएशन, आप ऐसे ही बैठे हो, वो बोल रहा है, ये बोल रहा है, वो बोल रहा है, ऐसे ही बैठे हो. आप जैसा अपना पॉइंट बोलते हो तो आप एक एप्रिसिएशन जैसा चाहते हो. When others make their points, please nod, and acknowledge the points being made. Respond to previous speakers constructively. Please don't get into a criticism mode. And a criticism mode क्या है? I'll come in the next point. The last one. Don't jump in with advice, opinions or solutions prematurely. Starting से ज्ञान मत दीजिएगा. वो गुरुदेव नहीं ढूंढ रहे वहां पे. मैंने आपको आधा घंटा दिया गया है, आप देख रहे हो 10-15 मिनट में ही कुछ लोग कंक्लूजन जैसे बात करना चालू करते हैं. ये नहीं करिएगा, उनको गुरुदेव नहीं चाहिए. इंटरप्ट ओनली इफ नेसेसरी. अभी आप बोलोगे, अरे आपने तो 2 मिनट पहले बोला, सुनो, तो ये इंटरप्शन क्या आया? अभी देखिए, फ्लाइट निकली है मुंबई से दिल्ली, पूना लखनऊ होके आएगा, तो अब चुप बैठोगे क्या? नहीं ना. but you have to address it politely and diplomatically. Can I, maybe, can we move on? क्योंकि जीडी में 30 मिनट ही है, एंड दे विल ऑल्सो लुक एट इट कि एक आदमी बकवास करते जा रहा है तो बाकी सब सुन रहे हैं क्या. सो इंटरप्ट बट पोलाइटली, ओनली व्हेन इट इज नेसेसरी. Teamwork and respect. I'll just take a minute when you say teamwork and respect. इधर empathy और sympathy समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Sympathy वो होता है, ओह ये हो गया आपको, अच्छा you're facing that. Empathy is when you really put yourself in the shoes of others and then behave accordingly. वो होता है एम्पैथी. तो जीडी में ये टीम वर्क जो करते हैं, जो लीडरशिप जो बोलते हैं, जब दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी क्रूशियल पॉइंट दैट दे लुक एट. क्योंकि हाउ विल सी द रीजन इज, वो ये ढूंढ रहे भैया ये वर्क प्लेस में आके अपने लोगों, अपने कुलीग्स के साथ कैसा बिहेव करेगा. यू अंडरस्टैंड? That's what they are looking at, a candidate who will fit in appropriately. Psychometric test आपका cultural fit सब देता है, but here you are in action displaying that. Encourage others to participate in discussion. आप बहुत बार देखेंगे कि एक जीडी में 10 लोग हैं तो 2 लोग कुछ बोलते नहीं हैं. उनको रिक्वेस्ट करो, आप पार्टिसिपेट करो. दैट मीन्स यू आर अ टीम प्लेयर. Yeah, and you encourage people to participate. Please, it's difficult sometimes to think that अरे यार मेरे को खुद बोलना है, मैं दूसरों को कैसे बोलने को बोलूं, मेरा टॉक टाइम चला जाएगा. But it can be really useful. Get the group back on track if needed. वो दिल्ली पुणे वाला जो है, हाँ ओके, तो the same thing applies here. Okay, if they are going off track, please get them back on track. Acknowledge others' viewpoints even when you disagree. Yeah, it's not a cat and dog fight. So, how you behave when under pressure or stress, this indicates when you are disagreeing and how you are responding. So, Rajesh tells me, yes, I have 5, I'll complete it in 7 minutes, yeah. Know the company, research the line of business, competitors, industry trends. Lack of time is no excuse. And please, now what I'll do is थोड़ा hotspot करके देखता हूँ कि how I manage it. Understand the role, because then you can fit in your responses accordingly. Some of the commonly asked questions. Tell me something about yourself. ये आपका ट्रेलर है. पिक्चर जब रिलीज होता है तो 3 मिनट का ट्रेलर रहता है ना, वो पूरा पिक्चर नहीं दिखाता है. So it cannot be more than 2 to 3 minutes, which means you have to write it down, rehearse. Yeah. What are your strengths, weaknesses? Weakness ऐसा भी कुछ मत बोल देना भाई which gets you again out of the process. Yeah, and be a little genuine. Like, I trust others, I'm emotional. We don't want deadwood people, we don't want people who don't trust others. So be a little genuine in your response, but at the same time, don't make statements which get you out. Why would you like to work for us? ये आपके जो दोस्त लोग हैं, alumni हैं, Glassdoor is a site you can go and find out. वो स्कोर बहुत खराब है तो मत जाके बोल देना कि आपका Glassdoor देखा था करके, उसको समझ में आ जाएगा. या so if it is positive, you can use it as an advantage. Short term, long term goals, hobbies, free time. सही बात बोलना, hobbies, free time. I'll give an example. एक बंदा बोला कि क्या करती हो? नहीं, मैं HBR पढ़ता हूँ, Harvard Business Review. Sounding great, right? तो मैं पूछा लास्ट 2 कवर इश्यूज क्या था, उसका 2 आर्टिकल बताओ. नहीं सर कुछ ये 2-3 महीने में. बोला यार गया 6 महीने का बताओ. देन ही सेड नहीं मैं जब टाइम मिलता है तो पढ़ता हूं. सो टेल समथिंग विच यू कैन जस्टिफाई. प्रैक्टिस फीडबैक, अपना इंटरव्यू का जो रहेगा विद योर मेंटर्स, फ्रेंड्स, उनसे फीडबैक ले लो. इज नोन एज अ मॉक ट्रायल. या, डू दैट. नॉन वर्बल मैसेजेस, बिकॉज समटाइम्स what they say more is conveyed by what is not said. तो आपके जो ऑडियंस हैं, या उनका प्लीज बॉडी लैंग्वेज रहे, फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस रहे, उससे ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ आर दे फाइंडिंग द इंटरेक्शन. एंड जो एक्सपीरियंस बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे या प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड, स्टार मॉडल फॉलो करिए. तो बेसिकली स्टार क्या है, क्या था सिचुएशन, टास्क माने अपने को करना क्या है, व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, एक्शन, इनिशिएटिव्स, स्टेप्स दैट यू टुक, चैलेंजेस दैट यू फेस्ड, एंड देन रिजल्ट्स. ये स्ट्रक्चर करके लिख के रखिएगा अपना 1-2 अचीवमेंट्स एंड ये स्टार, सिचुएशन, टास्क, एक्शन, रिजल्ट्स. आस्क फॉर thoughtful questions. This is an important opportunity. Don't waste it. But don't ask confidential information. या अब रोल कंपनी के बारे पूछिए, फ्यूचर प्लान्स, लाइक सुनने में आया कि नहीं मर्जर हो रहा है, अरे भाई वो पहले प्रेस को बोलेगा, इन्वेस्टर्स को बोलेगा, फिर आपको बोलेगा ना. तो डोंट आस्क कॉन्फिडेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन और इंफॉर्मेशन विच इज अवेलेबल इन द पब्लिक डोमेन. हैंडल द डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस ग्रेसफुली, स्टे रेस्पेक्टफुल. इफ अनश्योर, इट इज ओके टू से that's a great question, can you give me a minute to think? Yeah, or tell I don't know. Don't beat around the bush, because it impacts your credibility. This brings us to the last slide. All the best to all of you. But yeah, things may not always go as you plan. So please note that it is not the end of the road. Always have this belief in you. Yeah, I'm just going to tell a sentence. If you can repeat it with me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. Yeah? So please go confidently. Things happen, great. If they don't happen, I'm sure there are other options coming up. And before I end my presentation, I would like to express my gratitude, especially to Purva and Rahul for doing all the on-the-ground arrangements for travel and stay. Yeah? And thank you very much. All the very best. God bless. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anantharaman, for this very simple yet truly insightful overview on how to navigate the campus placement program. And to show our reverence, we have a memento which is yet to be given. Can we have it here quickly? Thank you. Sir, please come forward. I request both of you. I request CA Rajesh Sharma, Vice Chairman CMIB, to come forward. And there are a few more dignitaries who are joining him here to felicitate Mr. Anantharaman. This is a very meek response. Very meek response. Please get warmer, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very young. You should be turbocharged. What a lovely picture. Lovely. Thank you so much, sir. Also, oh, there are more pictures. All smiles they are, how much they're enjoying. Also, sir, I would request you to give your vote of thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anant Raman, for the HR man who gave us all the guidance, resume कैसे बनाना है, GD में कैसे जाना है, posture कैसा रहना है, dress कैसे करना है, और finally crack करके वो job कैसे लेनी है. So round of applause for him. So we are thankful to each and every one of you. अरे chair तो लगाओ यार, ये बड़ा slow है यहाँ के लोग, हैं? किसी को बुलाते हैं जब chair लगाने की बारी आती है. So really thankful to you for giving, addressing all the budding chartered accountants and being here all the way, traveling and coming here and guiding each and every one of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So now we are having the next session. और आप लोग उन लोगों को जरूर जानते होंगे जिनको मैं अब बुलाना चाहूंगा मॉडरेट करने के लिए. सिद्धार्थ को कितने लोग जानते हो? गुड. कुछ ही लोग हाथ खड़े हुए. चलो, गोविंद मिश्रा जी को कितने लोग जानते हो? गुड. प्रवीण सर को कितने लोग जानते हो? प्रवीण नारंग सर. फिर कुछ हाथ खड़े. सर आपको आना पड़ेगा. अंजनी शर्मा जी कहाँ है वो? अंजनी शर्मा जी को कितने लोग जानते हो? सर हाथ नहीं खड़े हुए. अब अंजनी जी को और प्रवीण जी को ज्यादा समय लगाना पड़ेगा. जयेंद्र मल्होत्रा जी को कितने लोग जानते हैं? गुड. स्टिल ठीक ठाक लोग जानते हैं. तो सबसे ज्यादा गोविंद जी आपके लिए हाथ खड़े हुए हैं. सो राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर यू. तो अब मैं प्रवीण सर को और अंजनी सर को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करते रहे, मोटिवेट करते रहे, आप लोगों को गाइड करते रहे और एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट से एक बेटर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, एक ग्रेट चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनाने में अपनी भूमिका निभाएं. सो विद दिस आई वेलकम द होल टीम गैलेक्सी आउट हियर. अंजनी शर्मा, जयेंद्र मल्होत्रा, प्रवीण नारंग सर, सिद्धार्थ एंड ऑफ कोर्स गोविंद. नेम प्लेट थोड़ी जल्दी जल्दी रख दो. गुड. कैसे भी रख दो, सब एक ही है. ऑल आर पार्ट ऑफ आईसीआई. और इन्होंने पूरी जिंदगी लगाई है आईसीआई के लोगों को, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स को ग्रेट चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनाने में. आई रिमेंबर कोई टाइम था जब प्रवीण सर और अंजनी सर बहुत समय दिया करते थे. सो आई रिमेंबर दोज डेज. तो आज फिर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि नए चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स के रिक्वेस्ट पे आप लोगों ने और समय देना. प्लीज बी ऑन द डायस. सो विद दिस ओवर टू मैडम.
Thank you so much, sir. Rajesh sir has the next level of energy and nobody can match up to him. A big round of applause for him. He's been this energetic since the morning session. Louder, louder. Can we go louder for him, please? Thank you. And here, as sir just mentioned, that this is session 4, and this is about mock interviews, group discussions, and personal interview strategies. And our gardener, sir, can we have you quickly up here on stage as the moderator for this particular session? A warm round of applause for welcoming Mr. Siddharth Chaudhary. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you. Next up, I would like to bring forth Mr. Praveen Narang, Chief Inspiration Officer at Pragati Training Services Private Limited. Welcome, sir. What an endearing smile he just gave. Thank you. And next, I would like to bring forth Mr. Govind Kumar Mishra from Leaders Avenue. Welcome, welcome, sir. A very cool, candid walk. Thank you. Next, it is CA Jayendra Malhotra ji as a tax consultant. Welcome, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. Next, it is CA Anjani Kumar Sharma, founder, Saga. Sir, welcome. Welcome to all these dapper men here on the dais. There are star walls from the CA fraternity. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you. I'll just give a brief about Mr. Siddharth Chaudhary, who is an accomplished entrepreneur, corporate trader, financial advisor, and angel investor with 2 decades of post-qualification experience, including leadership roles at PwC and American Express. He's a qualified chartered accountant in India and certified public accountant USA. He's a master trainer for global finance certifications and a visiting faculty at prominent institutions, having conducted over 10,000 sessions internationally. Acha. I was told sir will be taking on. Okay? Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. And now, what are we supposed to do after this? Put your hands together to welcome the moderator. Yes, thank you, thank you. And next, I will give a very brief intro about Sri Praveen Narang ji. He is a highly experienced motivational speaker, startup coach and trainer with over 30 years in senior roles at the British High Commission, Canadian High Commission, and a major American bank. He's transformed over 3.5 lakh lives globally through his dynamic sessions on entrepreneurship, leadership, and motivation. Next, it is Mr. Govind Kumar Mishra ji, who's a seasoned corporate trainer and learning and development specialist with over 15 years of experience. Next, it is C.A. Jayendra Malhotra ji, who's FCA, and he's a practicing chartered accountant with a master's degree in accounting and finance from Manchester Business School. And he has an experience of over 2 decades as a tax consultant, and he is a visiting faculty member with FMS Delhi, MDI, and IMT Ghaziabad. Next, it is C.A. Anjani Kumar, who is to be introduced before you all. He is a prominent expert in charity and startup laws in India, serving as founding partner of Saga Law LLP and senior partner at Bhavani Sharma and Company. So he's a triple qualified professional, law, CA, and masters in Buddhist studies. I welcome them all, and it's time to give all of them a round of applause. Okay. We also will be joined with our chairman very, very soon. Oh, I'm sorry, he's already there. My apologies, sir, and welcome all of you once again. And a very hearty welcome to this wonderful and super intriguing session for all of you. I hope this is super duper great for all of you as an insight. Over to you, sir. Okay. So, we are told we are beginning with the momentous right away at the very onset. To begin with, I would like to call forth our chairman and our vice chairman to step forward. Sir, please come forward. And to begin with, I will call our moderator, Mr. Siddharth Chaudhary, to come forward. He'll be felicitated by both the star walls in the room here. Our heroes from the CA fraternity should be given a louder round of applause. Yes, and this calls for a lovely picture as well. Next, I'll call forward wonderful. The claps have totally ceased. Thank you. Next, I'll call forward Mr. Praveen Narang. Sir, please come forward. Every time he looks at me, he gives me such a warm smile, gives me so much confidence, you know. A smile with a smile in return is such a beautiful gesture. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for him. And a louder, warmer show of love with your claps. Thank you so much. And next I will call forward Mr. Govind Kumar Mishra ji. Sir, we welcome you. We are so glad you all could make it on this lovely Monday morning. Post-lunch, almost evening. Next it is C.A. Jayendra Malhotra ji. Yes. सर ने कहा तालियां बजा सकते हैं आप लोग. Please adhere to his requests. Welcome, sir. Lovely. And last but certainly not the least, I will call forward C.A. Anjani Kumar Sharma ji. Sir, please come forward. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, then show it with more love. Thank you so much. And from here on, I request all our dignitaries to kindly get seated and our moderator, Mr. Siddharth Chaudhary, to take on from here onwards. Thank you so much, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this power-packed panel discussion organized by the CMIB Committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, where we delve into one of the most critical aspects of your career progression, which is the art of cracking interviews and group discussions. Mastering the interview process is essential, not just for landing the job, but for presenting your best self with confidence and clarity. So today's session is designed to be practical, insightful, and interactive. We are fortunate to have with us the 4 distinguished panelists. Each of them bring a wealth of experience from the corporate world, academia, and the learning and development space. They have walked the same path that you all are about to enter into. And they have emerged with lessons, insights, and success stories which are worth listening to. They'll be sharing their valuable tips and perspectives on how to approach mock interviews, navigate through group discussions, and ace personal interviews. So let me, without further ado, start with the session. And to all the panelists, let's start with a quick rapid-fire round where I would ask you to pick one of the 2 things that I'm going to mention. Hinglish/Hinglish versus strictly English. My question is, if a candidate is not great in English, can the candidate resort to Hindi or Hinglish, or should they still strictly stick to English?
भारतीय सन्निधि लेखाकार संस्थान के जितने भी नए सदस्य बनने वाले हैं और जो बन चुके हैं, आप सभी का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। और जब मैं अपने मन के भाव को आपके समक्ष रखने का प्रयास करता हूं तो यही परिस्थिति में रहता हूं कि किस भाषा का प्रयोग करूं। और जब भाषाओं की बात आती है तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें यह चिंता होती कि अंग्रेज़ी के माध्यम का प्रयोग करें या हिंदी के माध्यम का प्रयोग करें या फिर तीसरी भाषा जिसको कहते हैं हिंग्लिश। I hope the question was this one?
Yes.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe as per the organization where you are going, the culture of the organization, definitely they believe in having the English language. But my background, I'm from a government school, from a village background. मैं हिंदी में अपने आप को अगर सही से समझा पाऊँ और अंग्रेज़ी के कुछ टूटे फूटे शब्दों को अगर मैं बोलूं तो अर्थ का अनर्थ कहीं हो जाए तो उस परिस्थिति से बचने के लिए मैं कदापि हिंदी का ही प्रयोग करूंगा। लेकिन इतनी भी क्लिष्ट हिंदी का प्रयोग ना करूं कि वहाँ पे जो साक्षात्कार ले रहे हैं मेरा वो स्वयं गूगल करने लग जाएं कि इस हिंदी के भाषा का अर्थ क्या था। तो कोशिश कीजिए whatever I'm going to say, that's my experience, and thank God the question you have asked, there is no law on this. There is no act per se which is prohibiting you. And the culture you are going for, if you're in southern India, obviously you have to follow the culture of there. English is a prominent over there. But in the northern part, I believe that if I have been on that position, I'll portray my thoughts in Hindi or English. I can portray that perfectly. That's my opinion. The rest are friends, they have great experience. I have only experience of 3 months of job.
See, if we can communicate in English, nothing like that. And otherwise, practically every chartered accountant know English. We have appeared in the examination in English only in normal course. And if we are not very, very comfortable in English, then a mix of English and Hindi will serve the purpose. But if you will try to purely speak in Hindi, then at sometimes it can be a problem. Say somebody from Tamil Nadu comes to you and he may not know Hindi at all, then it may be a problem. So please try to see that if you can communicate in English in a confident manner, nothing like that. And if some problem is there, then you can mix Hindi and English. And I think in such a manner, you can communicate in the best possible manner.
Right. Thank you so much, sir.
तालियां बजा सकते हैं आप। आप तालियों में कंजूसी मत रखें बिल्कुल भी। और जब आप ताली बजाते हैं तो सबसे पहले मुस्कुराहट आपके चेहरे पे आती है। चाहे गौरव जी भी ताली बजाएंगे ना तो इनके चेहरे पे भी आएगी।
I firmly believe that at times you're applying for a multinational company, so there is no chance that you will be given an option to speak other than English. So if you're applying for such companies, then make sure you have a good command over that language. Don't apply then, because the person who's sitting there might be giving an interview or asking for a particular question from a particular country called Germany. So he will not be able to understand whether it is English or Hindi. It have to be English, because it has an international platform where everybody understands that particular thing. Yeah, Anjali sir?
But most of the companies here, even if they are the multinational companies, they will be having the Indian representatives, and generally they do have good knowledge of Hindi also. तो किसी को परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अगर इंग्लिश में कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर सकते हैं अच्छी तरीके से, तो भी आपका प्लेसमेंट होगा, बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्लेसमेंट होगा। और हिंदी हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा है, एंड वी शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ दैट।
Thank you, sir. So I think the... Please.
I think, yeah, first of all, a very good afternoon to all of you. See, when you were having lunch outside, there was a bell which was rung for you. Can anybody tell me why was that bell rung? So I think that the bell was rung, it wasn't a spoken language. It was merely a sound. And that sound meant that you are supposed to now finish your lunch and come inside for a session. I think communication can be done without a language also. And statistically and technically, 80% of the communication that an individual does is through body language. It's only 20% that you use a spoken language. Now, first principle is that you should communicate in the language in which you are communicated to. Try to do that. That's an ideal scenario. If the interviewer is speaking with you and asking you a question in English, then please try to answer in English. Second, always remember content is the king, not the language. It really doesn't matter whether you are proficient in English, whether you are a master in English, whether you are a Shakespeare of literature. People have not gathered to mark you on your grammar. People have not gathered to mark you on your literature. They are there to understand what you have to say on the particular question that is being asked. So therefore, language becomes a medium. As Sir said, as Jendra said, just to augment what they have said, first rule, if the question is in English, try and answer it in English. If you are uncomfortable, if you are not finding the right words, but your content is strong, then do not hesitate in speaking the language that you are comfortable with. भाषा सिर्फ संपर्क का एक माध्यम है और भाषा अपने आप में एक सभ्यता है। तो ना तो कोई भाषा का विनाश कर सकता है और ना ही कोई भाषा का निर्माण कर सकता है। आप भाषा को उसका सम्मान देके उसकी महिमा मंडन कर सकते हैं। तो अगर आप हिंदी में बोलते हैं तो अच्छी हिंदी बोलिए, अगर आप आंग्ल भाषा या अंग्रेजी में बोलते हैं तो अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोलिए, खिचड़ी मत पकाइए, उसको अवॉइड कीजिए। थैंक यू।
And why we are giving so much time to this question? I was not aware that this question is there in your syllabus. But you see, whenever our Prime Minister visits anywhere, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी आती है. He can understand English, he can communicate in English in a very good manner. और बहुत सी जगह पर जहाँ पर उन्हें इंग्लिश में बोलना है तो वो आधा एक 2 घंटे केवल और केवल इंग्लिश में ही बोलते हैं. पर अगर वो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप से बात करेंगे तो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप अगर अपनी लैंग्वेज में बात करेगा तो मोदी जी अपनी लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे. उनकी लैंग्वेज अगर हिंदी है तो वो उस लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे. अगर हम कंफर्टेबल हैं इंग्लिश में तो हमें इंग्लिश में ज़रूर कम्युनिकेट करना चाहिए, पर अगर हम कंफर्टेबल नहीं हैं और उसके बाद हम कम्युनिकेट करना चाहते हैं, देन इट वुड बी ए बिग प्रॉब्लम। तो उसमें आपको कहीं भी परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप कॉन्फिडेंट रहिए। उनको जिसको समझ में नहीं आएगा नहीं आएगा, जिसको समझ में आएगा आएगा, बट जिस भी तरीके से आप कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं, इंग्लिश इज़ द फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी। सेकंड प्रायोरिटी मे बी आई don't know, it can be English also, because if somebody doesn't know Hindi at all, so it is better if we can have English in this, and otherwise we can very well communicate in Hindi also. English तो सबको आती है, everybody knows. So thank you. You want to say something?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful response. So I think the key takeaway is that wear your confidence to the interview. Whichever language you are speaking in is not as relevant. Of course, whichever language you are more comfortable in and you're able to demonstrate your knowledge, use that language. My next question is, again, a very simple question. Suit, tie, etc., or should one align with the corporate culture of that organization?
Okay, thank you so very much. Well, I have experience of working with British Council, then Canadian High Commission, and then America's largest bank in India for the past 33 years. And I've seen all the types of people working there, and all the types of foreigners working here in India. And I must confess and tell you, every corporate has a different kind of culture. Right? So it all depends the kind of culture that you are entering into. If you are going into a European country, you have a different culture, and then if you are going to an American company, you have a different culture to follow. So it all depends. Like in GE, let me tell you, they don't call people by sir. You know, they say, you know, call my name. Why are you calling me a sir? But if you go to one British company, there they like to be called as sir or madam, like that. So it all depends on the organization. Culture to culture, it differs. So that is what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you so much.
But in normal course, because it would be very difficult for you to distinguish. You want to say something? So in normal course, if you can wear the jacket and if you can wear the tie, if you're comfortable in it, nothing like that. Without tie also, it will do. But you should certainly have the blazer if possible. That is my whatever experience I am having.
जैसा देश वैसा भेष और वैसी भाषा. So the company you are going to obviously must have done research that which culture they belong to, you know. And nowadays the acceptable, as rightly said, is the blazer and the trouser, along with being a male, dark trouser and light shirt. We don't need to talk about the color and don't need to think which color we need to wear. But yes, obviously girls, you have a multipolar choice. You know, you have different choice for that. But I had been a part of NCC, National Cadet Corps, and then I got the opportunity to be with the Indian Army, and I realized dress matters. Really, dress matters. Where you are going. And dress matters like that. Sometimes some people will open the gate for you. So I won't be talking that you wear expensive clothes, wear Gucci or Prada or something, but you wear nice clothes. Wear nice clothes where people will open the door for you. And it should be clean, it should be ironed, and it should be a bit impressive. And in which you are confident. And confident doesn't mean that you are wearing shorts over there. So as per the occasion, be dressed properly. If you're a marathon runner, you can't run in this dress. You need to be in the shorts, you know, and in the tees. But if you are a swimmer, you can't wear the marathon clothes over there. And if it's your marriage, you can't wear the swimming wear over there. You know, the people will reject from the khidki outside. Bolenge, apne wala nahi hai. The same happens in the interview as well. So, as per the occasion, analyze what is right. Rest.
So I think the crux is that we should have, to the extent possible, formal cloths, formal clothings. because it's a formal interview. And अब मुझे लगता है आप में से अधिकतर लोग फॉर्मल में ही हैं, कैजुअल्स में नहीं हैं. कैजुअल्स में नहीं जाने का है, फॉर्मल में अगर टू द एक्सटेंट पॉसिबल. अगर आप केवल टाई भी लगाते हैं, वाइट शर्ट पहनते हैं, टाई लगाते हैं, आई थिंक दैट विल आल्सो सर्व द पर्पस. जरूरी नहीं है कि ब्लेजर हो. आई थिंक दैट विल आल्सो सर्व द पर्पस.
Right. So I think the takeaway from this question is that you have to do a little bit of homework. Look at the culture of the organization that you're going for, and then dress accordingly. If right from the analyst to the CEO of the company, nobody wears a tie, then maybe you can go without a tie. But if everybody wears a tie, then you're expected to wear a tie. So do your homework well. My next question is spontaneity versus deliberation. So when a question is asked to the candidate, is the candidate expected to answer immediately, or can the candidate take a pause, gather himself or herself, run the points in the mind, and then answer it? How much pause is considered okay, and how much pause is considered to be awkward?
My answer would be take as much time as you can, but whatever you are speaking, that should be relevant, correct, with some factual figures if you have. And if you don't know the answer, just say, rather than, don't be a fake and don't fake others. Simple as anything. There is no rule to it. So rather than attempting immediately answering the question, take your time. If you feel like you can ask the interviewer, can it be possible for you to give me 2 minutes, align your thoughts, and then start speaking?
I think Jayendra has already said it all. It's very important to think and be prepared of what you are going to say. Because whatever you have spoken will never come back. You cannot retract it. So it's always best that you should take time, think about it, and then speak. That's the best way of going about it. Always remember that the interviewer is here to listen to you. And therefore, they will listen. And you will not get extra points just because you have answered something quickly. You're not playing the fastest fingers first. So think and then speak.
Okay. So as I can understand,
It's better not to give answer. If you are not aware of the answer, instead of giving wrong answer, you can say, sorry, I don't know about this, whatever manner you can communicate. But instead of giving wrong answer, it is better not to respond.
okay, so I think what I understand from the responses is deliberation is priority over spontaneity. My next question is honesty versus diplomacy. And I'll give you an example. If the interviewer is asking, where else have you applied? Should you honestly say, I have applied to three or four more places? Or should you be diplomatic about it? So, if you could.
So, ये जो पुरानी कहावत है ना, honesty is the best policy, ये गलत नहीं है. You know, I've seen in the past so many years, the candidates who are honest about what they are doing, what their goals are, how they are planning to pursue it, they are valued by all the corporates. So honesty, I suppose, is the best policy according to me.
And I echo with Narangji. You see, you are the chartered accountant. You are the best accounting professional. So this is not the end of the life. जो इंटरव्यू जिस इंटरव्यू में आप बैठे हैं, this is not the end of the life. Even if you join that entity, you never know that you will be there after for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. So this is not the end of the life. So we should be honest to the extent possible. पूरा 100% की तो कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. थोड़ा बहुत डिप्लोमेसी तो चलेगी. थोड़ी बहुत डिप्लोमेसी तो आनी चाहिए. But 100% ज़रूरत नहीं है. But to the extent possible, we should be, of course, honest, little bit diplomat also. Diplomacy तो चाहिए. भगवान किशन ने भी डिप्लोमेसी की थी, आपको पता है ना. भगवान किशन ने तब की थी डिप्लोमेसी, तो आज की तारीख में भी डिप्लोमेसी तो जरूरी है. आप ये मत कह देना कि प्रवीण नारंग जी ने बोला था बिल्कुल ऑनेस्टी, क्या मतलब बिल्कुल ऑनेस्टी, सब कुछ खोल के बता देंगे. तो थोड़े बहुत डिप्लोमेसी तो हेयर एंड देयर वो चलेगी. एक बार जोरदार तालियां नारंग जी के लिए.
I hope Anu sir इसको प्रवीण सर गलत नहीं लेंगे, but I personally feel उस time पे ये honesty is the best policy ना होकर diplomacy would be the best thing rather than lying to something. Suppose there is a gap here between your attempts to try to justify yourself by stating some good reasons behind.
That's being honest.
I mean,
Justifying
you
is
cannot.
being honest.
No, but it has to be diplomatically sorted. अब ये कहना कि मैंने अप्लाई नहीं किया तो that doesn't bring clear picture about.
Shall we try a small test?
Oh no, thank you very much.
देवियों और सज्जनों, भावी सन्निधि लेखाकार, I have a small test for you. Now it's your time. और कोई भी 5 करोड़ नहीं मिलने वाला. आप सबने सीए क्यों किया है? जल्दी. है? वो better wife? Oh, sorry. Better life. Good. हाँ. पैसे कमाने के लिए. And this side? हाँ. पैसे कमाने के लिए. Now tell me, is this honesty or diplomacy? Honesty. And what is better life? It means both the answers are perfect. So it depends on which side you belong to. If you're playing a chess, if you're on the black side, you have to think from the white perspective. And if you're from the white side, you have to think from the black perspective. I believe no answer is right, no answer is wrong. Somewhere, diplomacy is required and you should use it. You should use it. Honesty, it's an amazing concept. Until unless you are not caught. Honesty is very much required, but in this, I request you all use the rule of drafting, the power of drafting. Use the vocabulary which will help you out. Because you're not lying anything. When he said better life, he said the right thing. He was honest. When people, they said money, they were honest. So both the answer is right. Rest, Anjani sir is the perfect person who can guide on this.
Thank you. Now, moving on to group discussions.
हम लोग आपको कंफ्यूज तो नहीं कर रहे? तो कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है. इसका कंक्लूजन ये है इसका कि टू द एक्सटेंट पॉसिबल ऑनेस्टी, और जहां पर ऑनेस्टी से काम ना चले तो लिटिल बिट डिप्लोमेसी विल डू. कंक्लूजन जरूरी है ना?
Okay, moving on to group discussions. Jayendra sir, this question is to you. In your experience, what are the top 2-3 things that one should keep in mind for a group discussion?
For a group discussion, I mean, a lot of companies are now into this concept of GDs. So rather than thinking about what could be the possible topics, think about the current scenario. Look out for contents while you are reading a newspaper or an article. And just jot down the relevant facts like percentage of GDP with regard to the US trade between India and, say, India and Canada, India and US. What is the percentage to GDP? So what is the impact of this particular thing becomes a part of your content. So rather than working upon anything else, just work upon your content. I think Anjani sir ने शुरू में ये बात बोली थी. Rather than thinking about what is good, what is bad, think about developing the content while you are reading a particular article. And everybody sitting here is a chartered accountant. And I'm quite sure you guys have started reading Economic Times, isn't it? If you have not started, please start reading Economic Times on a daily basis, as simple as anything. For GD, you have to have some numbers. Chartered accountants are good in numbers. Show them when you are coming on a GD. Yeah, just work on your content. This is all I can say at this moment. There are a lot of people sitting on the dais can add on to it. Anjali sir? Sure.
Anjali sir?
See, whether it's GD or interview, I'm just trying to make sense of what we are trying to have here, right? I think this is not a forum to probably give you some techniques that is going to ensure that you come up winners in an interview or GD. That is not going to happen. I'll be very honest with you. You need to understand why you are going for an interview and why are you appearing for a GD. So first of all, tell me how many of you have applied for a role of finance? How many of you have applied for a role in taxation? How many of you have applied a role in sales? There's one hand that is up that they've applied a role in sales. Now the fact is that all of you have applied a roles in sales. Right? How? When you go for an interview, you are selling your pitch, you are selling yourself as a knowledge professional. There is a demand and a supply, there is a give and a take. So when you sell your knowledge, when you sell yourself to be chosen for a particular role in a company, every good salesman needs to be a very good storyteller. Needs to be a very good storyteller. Now I'll ask you 3 questions. You don't need to answer me, don't Google. If you know the answers, just raise your hands with honesty, no diplomacy, honesty. Question number 1. What is sine theta? How many of you know the answer? Raise your hand. Sine theta. When was the second battle of Panipat fought? Very good. There was a story about a hare and a tortoise. कछुआ और खरगोश की एक कहानी थी. How many of you know the moral of that story? Raise your hands. सबको पता है. अब आप एक बात देखिए. In your school, you probably practice sine theta, cos theta, tan theta a lot of times. You must have mugged up Battle of Panipat, Palasi 100 times. But you still don't remember that. And probably you must have heard this story once or twice. You still remember the moral of that story. Why? Because it is a story. Right? You have to ensure that you learn how to tell the stories. So when you go for interviews, when you go for group discussion, it's not just about putting data, it's about putting data into perspective. I come and tell you that I work with an organization which is called XYZ. I consult with an organization which is called XYZ. It will not have an impact. But when I tell you that I consult with an organization and help them in their tax matter which range to 10,000 crores, that is going to have an impact without even taking the name of the organization. Right? That's how you tell stories. So whether it's a group discussion, whether it's an interview, you have to ensure that it is your knowledge which is shining. Everything else will take a backstage. You are chartered accountants, you are knowledge professional. नीति में कहा गया है नृपतम च राज्यतम च न एव तुल्य कदाचन राजा पूज्यते राज्यम विद्वता सर्वत्र पूज्यते. A king and a scholar should never be compared. Why? Because the king is worshipped only in the kingdom, but a scholar is worshipped everywhere because of the knowledge that they possess. So you need to start working on that knowledge piece. You're going for a group discussion, be confident on the topic that you have been asked. Try to make sense of the content that is being asked. Try to speak the way you feel comfortable. Do not try to be in somebody else's shoes. You cannot change overnight. And as Jay just put it, that you have to read things. Many of you probably are reading Economic Times. I don't think that you need to start reading Economic Times if you're not in a habit of doing it. But what you need to do is to be curious. You should have curiosity. And once you have curiosity, this is when you will start learning things. It can be, and you can have your curiosity and you can also address that curiosity by anything. It can be reading a newspaper, it can be reading probably a blog, it can also be watching a reel on Instagram. But then start being curious, that's important. So before you go for your GDs and interviews, ensure that you are up to date with what is going on around you, the current affairs, and try to make sense of whatever you are putting ahead as perspective. It's only the perspective which is going to take you ahead and nothing else is going to take you ahead. Right? Thank you.
Adding on to what Anjani has said, how many of you have heard the name of Akio Morita? Raise your hand. Anyone knows? Okay, let me tell you. How many of you have heard the name of Sony Corporation? Sony. All of you. Right. So, Akio Morita is the founder of Sony Corporation, and it was asked to him, why your product sells better than the other products in the market? And he said, you know, I don't know much about it, but I'm more curious, is what I understand. I'm more curious and I learn from the people more. What I mean to say is when you become curious, when you want to know more about things, it's better to be interested rather than being interesting. मैं क्या हूँ, मेरे साथ क्या क्या जुड़ा हुआ है, doesn't matter. How much I am interested about the organization where I'm going for the interview. Like if you have gone for an interview with the Steel Authority of India Limited, you know, you must have been told, read 3 years balance sheet. But apart from that, you can also know from where the raw material is coming, where the finished products are being sold, what is the price of the steel across the industry, what is making it go high or what is bringing it down. So if you know about these things, being curious about the products or the services that is being offered by the organization, and then you connect your answers with the question that has been asked, I think you'll get more brownie points. So stories sell and facts tell. Start selling stories. Thank you very much. Thank you.
लंच से पहले कितने लोग थे इस रूम में? अब लंच के बाद कितना परसेंटेज बचा हुआ है? I could see approx 15% chairs are vacant because the moment I entered the hotel, I was not able to walk inside. My question to you is, why the chairs are vacant? Yes, please answer. You are the panelist now. Simple question is, before lunch and during lunch, till the lunch was closed, oh my goodness, even an ant could have thought, am I going to commit suicide? Because there's no space over there. I was told that approx 1600 something entire attendance was here. But I could see approx, my math is not that good, 20% chairs? Approx. So 20% chairs are vacant. So my question to you is, those who are present here, वो कहेंगे, हमारी क्या गलती है? जो गए तो गए? So आप मुझे बताइए, why they are not here? And if you say, what's the relation with GD? Let me connect it, because as my dear friend Anjani told that a story, so I'm creating a story over here. And you are the main patra of that. I remember somewhere, Svabhavanopadesana sakyate कृतम मन्यथा सतप तपि पानीयम पुनः गच्छति शीतताम. यहाँ पे बैठे लोग उपदेश दे रहे हैं और मनुष्य का स्वभाव है उपदेश सुनना तो होता है लेकिन बहुत जल्द ही वो पानी जितना खौला लो उसकी खासियत होती है उतनी ही जल्दी शांत हो जाता है. So my question simple will remain the same. Or those who know me, may I ask my favorite question? May I ask my favorite question? Any guess from your side, what could be that question? What is your favorite subject? That's it. Anybody in the audience would like to answer this question? Yes, please. Oh, yes, gentlemen. What's your name? Akash, what's your favorite subject from nursery till CA final? I'm very liberal. I don't use proviso, just give me the answer. Don't explain too much. Accounts? In 2022, Government of India passed a bill called Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022. Now tell me, what is the impact of that bill on your accounting system? Solomon versus Solomon says ignorance of law is not an excuse, it's a crime. You can't give that excuse. Now you're a chartered accountant, the backbone of the economy. I'm not going to hear it. Give me the answer. You love accounts. और कहते हैं जिसको प्यार करते हैं उसके लिए तो if no, but यहीं पे only jat. Give me the answer. Okay, I'll give you second life. Second subject. Economics. Those who know me, they are saying, "Kyun bola?" Now tell me, the relationship between accounts and economics in terms of mathematics. For that, you have to tell me what is GII, Global Innovation Index. No, sorry, Global Innovation Index. No idea? Come on. It's your second favorite. You have lost your second move on moment. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm a very rude person. I'm the interviewer? Okay. Last question and last lifeline because you are a Homo sapien. Third subject. Painting. Painting? Good. I'll ask the same question what my audience knows. I'm using a linen canvas for painting. Tell me which color I'll be using. Oil paint, sky paint, soil paint, air paint, falana paint, acrylic, huh? Water paint. Water paint on linen canvas. Water paint is painted on paper, and that too sometimes handmade paper, not on linen canvas. Oil paint or acrylic is used over there. You didn't listen? Is this covered in the, under GD? Listening part? You didn't listen to it? अच्छा, मैं किसी को परेशान नहीं कर रहा हूँ. We are just quoting that what is necessary. In your GDs, you have a paper and pen, just use it and do listen to people. And as rightly said, stories are narrated. Be a storyteller, and if you're not a good storyteller, be a good story listener. So that you can question the people who are sharing the stories. Excuse me, I have a question. And then suddenly the people who are speaking, they will listen to you. And this is how you grab the attention as well. And thank God you are going for corporate GD. I have experienced the Indian Army SSB interview, where the minimum participants are 20. And I believe for you, the maximum is 8. And I have experienced that chaos, Machli Bazaar into 10. So, rightly said, content is the king. And in this scenario, always ask yourself, if this is my favorite question, subject, how can I justify it? And this is what we call be the one who can adopt knowledge, because it is very dangerous. And if you want to crack it, if you want to go further, then upgrade your knowledge where you are right now. Upgrade for that, okay? Thank you.
I want to add, Siddharth, something to it. When I was doing chartered accountancy, my core subjects were customs, excise, service tax. Converted today, it's more of a GST. Think about it. If I don't have a habit of reading books, how will I upgrade myself? वो कहते हैं ना, CA जब मरेगा तब भी updated होके ही मरेगा. So start reading as much as you can. The more you read, the more content you have. At the end of the day, content is king. Nothing more to add from my side. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. My follow-up question to this is, every person has a journey, every journey is a story. So how important is it to create a personal brand? How important is it to put it out there and maybe have fan following? And in the interview, are you supposed to disclose that you have 20,000 followers on LinkedIn, 30,000 followers on YouTube, or are you supposed to conceal it? Because the employer, I'm just giving two sides of the story. One viewpoint could be that employer might think that this guy is very influential, this guy must be really good. The other viewpoint is, if this guy is so active on YouTube, what will he do in office? He will be more focused on his YouTube channel. So is it important to create a personal brand? And is it important to disclose it, is my question. Praveen, sir?
Okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Well, yes, most of the organizations are looking for people who are outgoing, who are extrovert, who talk to people, who have got good communication skills. Apart from their written and oral skills, their body language, as we discussed in the beginning itself. So it is very, very important to have a personal brand of a person, and it helps the organization in going forward also, is my view.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
How important is it to have a personal brand? And is
Should
it
we
important
disclose that? This should
to,
be
and,
disclosed.
to disclose it or conceal it?
So what I personally feel is, rather than thinking too much about what should be I doing, rather than just do it at that particular moment. They're not looking at what you are thinking about, but if you have some skills, whatever skills you have, then it would be rightly exposed to the employer, because this might be one of the things they like it. You're thinking too much about it, I think, yeah.
Okay, thank you. going back to group discussions for a moment, if a candidate does not get an opportunity to speak at the beginning of the group discussion, what would you suggest to him or her?
Okay, so 4 points. Number one, most of the candidates think that if they are not able to start the discussion, they have lost the opportunity. But I don't think so. You can add on in between also. You can show your skills during the discussion also. So 4 points. Number one, build on previous point. Whatever point has been, started with it, it has started. You can add on to it. Second one is NB, new perspective. Show new perspective how things are happening. Third one is share the data, right? Very, very important. You can come up with data and you can throw it to the participants as well as to the moderator, and that will help you a lot. And finally, either clarify or mediate. If there are two points of view which are being discussed here, you can mediate in between. You can say, your point of view is right, but what I would like to add is this. So these are the 4 ways that you can jump into the discussion and have some brownie points.
Siddharth, I want to add to what Praveen sir has said. If you're not getting any chance when you are in for a GD, I use that. मैं हमेशा वो बीच में एक वो लाइन जोड़ देता था. I completely agree. जैसे बोल दो ना, I completely agree. The other person would be on the back foot.
True.
Then you can add on to but, and then you can change the stance.
Right.
So give a ego massage to the other person or the people around. A lot of people are saying something. So agree to some points, and then you can have your own say about it. Anjali sir, you want to add?
So I think the takeaway is that, if you did not get a head start, it's okay.
Yeah.
Everything is not lost. You still have time to come back strongly in the group discussion. My next question, Jayendra sir, to you is, what according to you would be an effective way to close the group discussion?
I will request me after I am completed, let Anjani sir speak about it. Please do not come up with black and white. So there is a conclusion, but that conclusion should be open-ended. Rather than going for black or for white, in your GD, there are some positive, some negative. Add on to what everybody had said. Mix up things together that this is something which one can think about, but at the same time, this also seemed to be correct. And then you conclude with an open-ended. Isn't it, sir? Please.
See, the word conclusion itself means a summary of what has happened. Right? That's what conclusion is. So when you conclude for a group discussion, you need to conclude by summarizing the most important points that were discussed at the time of discussion. Conclusion does not mean a new flow of thought or idea, because then you're not concluding. You are rather initiating a fresh discussion on a new idea. So therefore, not necessary that you're not participating in the GD, you have not participated till the time of conclusion. You will not win or pass through. If you have been a very good listener, as Praveen sir said, listening is a very good ability. If you have been a very good listener, then you can also conclude the GD in the best possible manner. That's very, very important. So learn how to conclude. Conclusion is all about gathering whatever has been said, giving it your flavor. As chartered accountants, you are the best individuals and people to speak in active voice and passive voice. Because of all the law that you have read with, I think our life becomes passive after a point of time. I grew up in a family of chartered accountants. My father has never spoken with me directly. सीधे मुंह कभी बात ही नहीं करी. I remember as a kid, I used to ask him a simple question that, Papa, can I go and play cricket in the evening? And he would answer, yes, you can, provided. Yes, you can, provided you come back at 5 o'clock or one match, whichever is earlier. So GD, whenever you try to conclude, and whenever you have to enter in the middle also, as Jayendra said it, the best way is to agree to disagree. You never disagree with anyone. So the best way to enter would be, I agree. And when you conclude, it's a summary of thoughts of what has been discussed by everyone. Pick up the most important, but please be mindful of the time that has been awarded to you. And that's what summary is all about. Yeah, thank you.
You want to add something, sir?
Audience, ladies and gentlemen, I request you all because you had been a great listener, and I could see the 20% has increased to 30% now. Congratulations. Knowledge is an orphan. So anybody from the audience would like to summarize till now what we four people have been blabbering? What is blabbering? Blah, 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 blah. Ah, I know. ज्ञानियों को कौन ज्ञान दे सकता है? So anybody in my audience would like to summarize or to conclude this GD? Yes, please, come on, take the risk. अरे अब तू ना रुकेगा कभी, तू ना थकेगा कभी. बहुत motivational video देखे होंगे तुमने? Hi? Yes, come on, do it. Yes, ma'am. May I take this privilege of being the rebellious person? Ma'am, please, come over here. Over here, ma'am. Hey, ma'am, we have the great round of applause for the lady.
Myself is Anjali Jain. I want to conclude the session till here, whatever I now able to recall. So first of all, we have a GD in that we should have the content, right? And we should have the intention also.
Mic
We
closer,
have
mic
intent
closer, please.
also.
Good, Mike, this much.
Okay. So we have the intent also. We should be presentable at the same time. We are selling ourselves. The first impression is the last impression. And also, yes, some of us have said that we should be honest. Yes, so we should be honest at the same time, but it will depend on the situation. That we should be diplomatic also depending on situation we have. And then, yes, जो दिखता है वही बिकता है.
और जो बेच सकता है वही बेच सकता है. जिसको बेचना आता है वही बेच सकता है, हर कोई नहीं.
So, and yes, one more thing is that we should have courage to present ourselves first. We should take first step ahead, always.
So wonderful, ma'am, thank you very much. And in the hindsight, I could see when we went for the GD, we might be the one who took the opportunity to close the GD like this. Because she was the only lady who took the risk of closing it. Nobody took the risk that I will close it. But it is rightly said, first impression is?
Last impression.
But let me tell you one more statement. All is well that ends well. Because वो जो end होता है वो लोग घर लेके जाते हैं.
Yes.
Picture तो भी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त.
And
Thank you
I
very much.
remembering one session also where Jarinder Malhotra sir itself awarded me with best presenter.
Oh wow,
award
good.
At Nirman Vihar.
Congratulations. Good, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, sir. So we are almost running out of time. We have just 10 odd minutes more left. So I'll go to the last few rapid fire questions. Quick questions, quick answers. One interview tip that always works.
Okay, I'll take this opportunity. आप सब मेरे पीछे एक लाइन दोहराएंगे? Hello, can I hear you? Bharat Mata ki. Okay, so it is better to be prepared. Hello, you have to repeat after me. It is better to be prepared. Again, it is better to be prepared and not get an opportunity than to get an opportunity and not be prepared for it. अपने लेफ्ट और राइट जो बैठे हैं उनका हाथ मिलाओ और बोलो बी प्रिपेयर्ड. Come on, let's do that. I think I've answered your question. Have I?
Perfectly.
So, right? Thank you very much. So it is better to be prepared and not get an opportunity than to get an opportunity and not be prepared for it. हम में से बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं मुझे वो कॉल आ जाएगी तो मैं उसकी तैयारी शुरू करूंगा या करूंगी. ऐसा नहीं होता ना जिंदगी में. Life is all about a theory called sow and reap. पहले बीज लगाना पड़ता है फिर फसल काटते. तो पहले तैयारी करनी पड़ती है फिर कॉल आती है, ना कि पहले कॉल आती है फिर तैयारी करते. So always remember this line. It is better to be prepared and not get an opportunity than to get an opportunity and not be prepared for it. हल्द्वानी में BSF का कैंप है, वहां बड़ा बड़ा लिखा है शांति के समय बहाया हुआ पसीना युद्ध के समय रक्त बचाता है. यानी कि अगर आपने तैयारी पहले कर रखी है, अपने इंटरव्यू की, अपने जीडी की, तो जब कॉल आएगी तो आपको रात के बल्ब जला करके रात को लेट नाइट पढ़ना नहीं पड़ेगा. लेकिन अगर आपने सोचा कि जब कॉल आएगी तब मैं तैयारी शुरू करूंगा या करूंगी, I don't think this is going to happen. That is what I wanted to share. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
अभी आप ज़्यादा तैयारी के चक्कर में मत पड़ना. अभी कल से और कोई इन्फीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स की ज़रूरत नहीं है. कल से आपके इंटरव्यूज़ स्टार्ट हैं. तो आपने जो तैयारी की है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनने के लिए, वो बहुत बड़ी तैयारी है. और जितनी भी आपकी तैयारी है पूरी कॉन्फिडेंस से, जैसा कि नारंग जी ने बोला, पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस से आप जाइए. और दिस इज़ नॉट द एंड ऑफ द लाइफ. कैंपस प्लेसमेंट ठीक है, वी विल बी प्लेस्ड इन द कैंपस प्लेसमेंट, बट वी विल बी गेटिंग एन नंबर ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़. मैंने सुबह भी आपसे बोला था, नो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट इज़ अनएम्प्लॉयड and no chartered accountant is underemployed. There is great demand of the Indian chartered accountants, particularly the newly qualified chartered accountants, not only in India, but across the world. Thank you.
एक मिनट, मैं नॉर्मली बीच में बोलता नहीं, पर एक चीज़ है. अभी अभी थोड़ी देर पहले गोविंद ने पूछा कि चेयर्स इतनी कम क्यों हो रही है, और चेयर्स में अभी भी लोग कम हो रहे हैं. अभी एक और सेशन है. हाँ, इट इज़ नॉट अ वेरी प्रोफेशनल वे. अगर आप और आपके कलीग्स जाते हैं तो इट इज़ नॉट अ वेरी प्रोफेशनल वे. एंड ICI कैन टेक अनदर सेट ऑफ प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑल ऑफ यू. वो भी चीज़ है. वी हैव फैकल्टीज, वी हैव ट्रैवल्ड ऑल द वे. तो बहुत अच्छी चीज़ नहीं है कि हम में से कोई अब ऐसा है जो अब से एक सेशन जो बचा उसके बीच में जाने वाला है? एनीवन इज देयर? कंफर्म? Be sure that professionalism we need to carry.
And friends, Rajesh ji will be taking the session, and then we are having Rudra Murthy ji. पैसा चाहिए तो we are having Mr. Rudra Murthy. एक दूसरे की तरफ देखिए मत, रुद्रा मूर्ति जी की तरफ देखिए. अगर किसी को पैसा चाहिए और खूब पैसा चाहिए और बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा चाहिए तो रुद्रा sir is here. So very big round of applause for Rudra Murthy ji.
Next one, Siddharth.
Siddharth, I want to add something.
Yes.
So today in Economic Times, on Monday, there is a supply of wealth. Chartered accountant to रटना नहीं आता, थोड़ा समझना पड़ता है, तो लिख के आए, फोटो लेके आए, right? So it says 78% of the recruiters prioritize skills over formal degree. So even if you have a degree, that will not ensure you a job.
Right.
True.
And further on, adding to it, it says 50% of the fastest growing roles in India today didn't exist in 2000. This shows the AI-led disruption is an unlocking opportunity. So there are opportunities, but you need to upgrade your skills. Degree will provide you a benchmark, not life. So you need to work upon yourself. This is just the beginning, not the end. So if you are thinking about getting a job in crores, I might be lying here, sitting and lying. But yes, getting a job and then working upon yourself will give you something in life, yeah? Thank you very much. And this is not by someone small. This lady is Ruchi Anand. She's the head talent and learning solution at LinkedIn. So she's heading the HR profile in LinkedIn. This is her small paragraph or a page on wealth. Read this wealth paragraph. Will help you out. Yeah? Thank you, Siddharth.
Thank you, sir. One myth about corporate life.
More hours is equal to high productivity. It's a myth.
Right. See, I think, let me say things which probably will not be appreciated by many people sitting here, but I am only going to speak what is truth. I believe in calling a spade a spade. First of all, since all of you are chartered accountants, the real challenges begin now. Okay? So welcome to something called life. It is the beginning, it is not the end. It is true that you are chartered accountants, but this is also true that you're not the only ones. We are probably talking about a few handfuls of you sitting in Delhi. So just imagine the number of chartered accountants present today who will be appearing for different jobs across the country. That's number one. Number two, no chartered accountant is unemployed, but I can also say that not every chartered accountant is employed today. Employment does not mean that you are employed because you are working in a job setup and you are getting a salary. Unemployment and employment has different categories. There is something called a disguised employment and there is something called a disguised unemployment. There is a possibility that you end up in a job which pays you 1 lakh a month, wherein you deserve 2 lakh a month, which is as good as a disguised unemployment. Therefore, this is a continuous process of improvement. This is evolution. Today, as a chartered accountant, the number of avenues you have were not available 5 years ago and were not available a decade ago. What is also important is that your mindset with which you are applying for a job or an interview. What is your priority and what is driving you for that job? Is the money the driving factor? Money can be a driving factor. Let's say the responsibilities of my family is on my shoulder, money can be my priority. Second, money is not my priority. I don't look at it from a macro view. I'm having a world view about it and I'm thinking 5 years down the line. Then probably I will not be fussy about the salaries that I'm getting. I will rather go at a place where I can acquire skills, life skills, world views, and subject expertise. Because I know that 10 years down the line, I will start commanding a fee that I wish to. Third, whether you want to be itself in a corporate structure, in a corporate manner, or you look yourself to enter a practice after some time, you probably think that you will be an entrepreneur after some point of time. The outlook for all the three aspects would be different. And hence, you need to take a very realistic view when you walk into the interview. This probably is not the last. This may be the first one which you crack, but you probably are not happy after cracking this one. Nobody is stopping you to try again. Nobody is stopping you to try something different. You have to find your beat. The choice is yours whether you want a fling, whether it's a stand, or whether you want your work or your vocation to be your passion project and a lifelong affair. Make that choice, that is important. Right?
Thank you, sir. Wonderfully articulated. Last question. One habit that every CA should build. One habit that every CA should build.
There is a word called as life, जो हम CA में भूल गए, और ये 100% भूल चुके हैं. So आज, if you are taking away anything from my side, please write it down. Give yourself at least 10 minutes. Don't give yourself more than 10. Respect yourself. Just give yourself 10 minutes. You are judging yourself on the basis of others. You're judging yourself on the basis of your marks. Think about it. Give yourself, start giving yourself 10 minutes. Sir, कैसे निकाले? बड़ा simple rule. Early in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, leave your phone behind, go for a walk. Just go for a walk. Think about yourself. कई unanswered question आ जाएंगे. गोयल सर उस बात को शायद बुरा मान जाएंगे. प्लीज़ मत भाई, डायस पे नहीं बोलना चाहिए. गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं थी, 10 मिनट में पता चल जाएगा. सर कैसे? मैं खुद अपने साथ खुश नहीं हूँ, मेरे साथ कौन खुश रहेगा? So just give yourself 10 minutes. Think about exactly where you are heading towards. And this is what you wanted after becoming a chartered accountant. Then, well, it's good. If not, then start working upon it. And that is the only reason I'm saying give yourself some time. A lot of good professional take off. I still remember one of my favorite lawn tennis player. नाम बताओ, one of the favorite, all-time favorite lawn tennis players. Steffi Graf नहीं, सब player. I'm talking about gentleman. बहुत अच्छा, जिसको पता है. कौन है best आपको लगता है? मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. फेडरर से भी अच्छा कोई? रॉजर फेडरर से भी अच्छा कोई? Roger Federer takes off at least 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months of a year, goes to Dubai, specifically Dubai, and practices there. Do you know why? Because Dubai is supposed to be a very hot city. अभी वो वहाँ जाके practice कर रहा है. Do you know Wimbledon कहाँ पे होता है? London में होता है, which is generally cold. अभी थे, सोचो, जितने भी ओलंपिक में मैराथन जीते हैं, Google it, all are from African countries. Sir, why? Because of temperature. They're fighting within themselves. You guys are in a group. आप अपने चाहे वो WhatsApp group है या LinkedIn whatever वो क्या बोलते हैं Insta group है. Leave that group. Give yourself some time. There is a way. एक कहावत है कला और पानी अपना रास्ता निकाल लेता है. ज़्यादा परेशान मत हो. Correct?
I'll just summarize. What he meant to say was A, reflection, very important. You should find time to reflect. You can read all you want, but if you cannot think and reflect upon what you have read, it is not going to help you. Second, please step out of your comfort zone, very important. You step out of your comfort zone, only then you will find what is real, only then you will also find how to tackle the real world challenges and problems. So these are the two things.
And to augment this, be curious. अगर आपके अंदर जिज्ञासा नहीं है तो आप artificial intelligence हैं. But thank God, you are natural intelligence. Always be curious. And curiosity doesn't mean खाली किताब के लिए course में है फिर profession. Be curious about everything. Why this pattern is? It has got Fibonacci series. Why the lights are in this structure? Because of mathematical, geometrical theories. So when you are curious, you will get a lot of answers. And this is how it will help you in your reflections. And ask questions because questions are answers. And if you're not asking, then you should ask yourself why you are surviving. Thank you.
And, I think one more thing, discipline. Most of the successful chartered accountants are not successful because they are the rank holders. But they are very, very successful because they are disciplined. Rudra Murthy ji, if he will be going to his office, in spite of that he may be a billionaire, he will be there at his office at 8:30 in the morning, religiously. And up to 3:30, जब तक capital market की last bell, जब तक तब तक वो he will be there on his chair. It would be very difficult for him to remove from his chair even for the washroom. So that discipline, that dedication is very, very important for the success as a chartered accountant. Abhi, half of us are not here. They may be somewhere else. Even if they have to appear for the campus interviews tomorrow. But they are missing a lot of things. We have arranged this orientation for all of them, all of you. And if the discipline is not there, I think we are going to miss a lot of opportunities in the life. So if we are disciplined, आपका interview का एक scheduled time है. If you are not disciplined, you are not reaching on time. They may be waiting for you to employ you. But if you are not reaching in time, if you are not disciplined, it would be practically the opportunity lost. So I think discipline is very, very important for the success for a chartered accountant.
Thank you, sir. And so we are out of time. So I would like to thank all the distinguished panelists for sharing their insights, valuable insights, practical insights that I'm sure will help all the candidates for a long, long time to come. So this journey is not about finding a job, it is about discovering your purpose. So learn, unlearn, relearn, continue that journey. And remember, success will follow those who build themselves first. So as a closing note, I would like to thank the CMIB committee for organizing this session, to our incredible panelists for their time, perspective, and practical advice, and each one of you for your attention. All the best for your campus and beyond.
Thank you. None of you should leave the hall because Rudra Murthy ji is still here.
Thank you so much, Siddharth, for lessening my burden. And thanks a bunch to all our seasoned experts and our legends. And I request you all to... Okay. Now I request Rudra Murthy, sir, to come forward for taking over session number 5. And he is a CA He's Managing Director, Vachana Investments Private Limited, and he will be joined by CA Dr. Anuj Goyal, Chairman CMIB, one more time, and CA Rajesh Sharma ji, Vice Chairman. And here, what are we supposed to do? Lovely. Also, let me tell you that there is this person, the super energetic, the super enthusiastic CA Rajesh Sharma ji, who's going to spill a few beans on the power of confidence, his pathway to placement success. So, before that, we need the felicitation to be done. Can I call him forward? Sir, please come forward. This is for your felicitation, and we are joined by the chairman and the vice chairman of CMIB. And put your best energy forward and bring the whole house down with your claps, ladies and gentlemen. You're very fresh and fabulous chartered accountants, and you have legends here to mentor you. So hear it directly from the legends one final time, because we have entered the last leg of the event for this evening. Put your hands together and welcome him once again. Sir.
Very good evening, all of you. सबसे पहले जोरदार तालियां अनुज सर के लिए बजा दो, जिन्होंने ये ओरिएंटेशन का प्लान आप लोगों के लिए किया है. चेयरमैन ऑफ आवर कमिटी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स फॉर रुद्रमूर्ति जी, जो बैंगलोर से यहां तक आए हैं आपको टिप्स बताने के लिए. एंड व्हेन यू गूगल यू विल कम टू नो कि टीवी के हर चैनल में कहीं ना कहीं नजर आते हैं. वी आर थैंकफुल टू यू फॉर कमिंग ऑल द वे to address all of us. Friends, will not take much time. मैं एग्जाम ICI का देखता हूं, शायद आप में से बहुत लोगों को पता होगा, मैं ट्वीट करता हूं कि कब रिजल्ट आएगा. राजेश शर्मा है या नहीं, पता है कि नहीं? गुड. तो मैं एग्जाम के बारे में एक चीज इन लोगों को इसलिए आज बताना चाहूंगा कि एग्जाम दे दे करके हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन हो जाता है. होता है कि नहीं होता? ये आज बताना क्यों जरूरी है. अगर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस अब भी डाउन रहेगा तो ये जो कल से आप इंटरव्यू फेस कर रहे हो वो बहुत अच्छे से फेस नहीं कर सकते हो. नाउ यू नीड टू ट्रांसफॉर्म योर लाइफ. पूरी तरह से अपनी जिंदगी को बदल डालना है और अपने अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस को पंप इन करना है. और कॉन्फिडेंस को पंप इन करके अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज को 2-4 दिन में जितना इंप्रूव कर सके उतना इंप्रूव करना है और बेस्ट तरीके से आपने अपने कैंपस को फेस करना है. एग्जाम के बारे में क्या हालत रहती है, कैसा होता है इसे एक एग्जाम? गुड. दोस्तों, फाइनेंस, अकाउंट्स, ऑडिट, टैक्सेशन में हमसे ज्यादा बड़ा कैरिकुलम किसी का है ही नहीं वर्ल्ड में. सीपीए यूएसए, सीपीए ऑस्ट्रेलिया, सीपीए इंग्लैंड एंड वेल्स, चेक करके देख लो. हमसे बड़ा कैरिकुलम किसी का नहीं है और हमसे ज्यादा टफ एग्जाम किसी के नहीं होते. इनके कभी रिजल्ट चेक किया आपने? इसमें किसी का रिजल्ट चेक किया? इसमें किसी का भी रिजल्ट कभी 50% से नीचे नहीं आए और हमारा 50% चले जाए तो माशाअल्लाह. So friends, when you have covered the widest of the curriculum and you have cleared the toughest of the exams, why your confidence need to be low? क्यों? Ask this to you. क्यों कम होना चाहिए? नहीं. कॉन्फिडेंस ऐसा होना चाहिए, जो होता है होने दो. ये पौरोसहीन वचन है, जो हम चाहेंगे वो होगा, इस शब्द में जीवन है. हम एक ऐसे एग्जाम को देते हैं कि देते देते हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस नीचे हो जाता है. आई कंपेयर स्टूडेंट, उसको किससे कंपेयर करता हूं पता है? वॉशिंग मशीन में कपड़े को डालो, इट गेट्स रोटेटेड, इट गेट्स रिवॉल्व्ड, इट गेट्स हीटेड अप, बट इट कम्स आउट फ्रेश एंड न्यू. दैट इज यू, दैट इज यू, दैट इज यू. सुबह भूतो तारीफ वाली जो उन्होंने शायरी सुनाई थी, उसका मीनिंग पता है आपको? एक मूरत को भी पत्थर को छेनी हथौड़े के मार मारे जाते हैं, तब वो मूरत बनता है और मंदिर में रख के पूजा किया जाता है. ये कुछ भी बना है, उसको ठोका पीटा गया है, ये गोल वोल जलाया गया है, तकलीफों से गुजरना पड़ा है, तब यहां पहुंचे हो. वो आईसीआई के एग्जाम्स का क्या होता है, 3 महीने पढ़ाई 3 महीने रिजल्ट का वेट, टक 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 टक। अब तो 3 बार होते हैं, 2 महीने 2 महीने, टक 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 टक, अटक जाती गाड़ी, है कि नहीं? मैंने एक शायरी बनाई है एग्जाम्स के बारे में, सुनाता हूं, फिर एग्जाम खत्म। या खुदा मेरी आखिरी ख्वाहिश तो सुन ले, मेरे दर्द को अपना बना के तो देख ले, तुझे पता चलेगा सीए के स्टूडेंट्स का दर्द, तू एक बार सीए करके तो देख ले, तू एक बार सीए करके तो देख ले। तो सीए और सीए के स्टूडेंट्स का दर्द किसी और को समझ ही नहीं आता है। फ्रेंड्स, बहुत ज्यादा चीजें नहीं बताऊंगा, 2-4 चीजें जरूर बताऊंगा अबाउट योर कैंपस। कैंपस में सबसे पहली चीज, जैसा हमारे एचआर वाले अनंत रमन सर ने बताया, रेज्यूमे। रेज्यूमे टेलर्ड होना चाहिए, नॉट ओनली फॉर कैंपस, ऑफ कैंपस भी तो जाओगे ना, जिस कंपनी में जा रहे हो उसके लिए टेलर्ड करो, क्रिस्प करो, हाईलाइट करो, ये चीजें जरूरी है। अपने अचीवमेंट्स को डालो, और बहुत लंबी लंबी मत बनाना, 3-3, 4-4 पेज का रेज्यूमे होता है, उनको नॉवल पढ़ने की आदत नहीं है भाई, समझ गए? एक पेज में जो चीज चाहिए वो डालो, क्लीन फॉर्मेट होना चाहिए, देखो तो समझ जाए, गॉट इट? आपने क्या किया है, आप क्या चाहते हो। जीडीज इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, हमारे यहां पहले जीडी करते हैं, फिर कई लोग कंपनी आपको बाद में बुलाती है पीआई के लिए, गॉट इट? तो आप जीडी में तुरंत मत बोला करो, थोड़ी देर वेट किया करो, जैसे हमारे पैनलिस्ट ने बोला, थोड़ी देर वेट करके सुन लो और टॉपिक को अच्छे से समझ लो। अगर आपको नहीं पता है, आप टू द पॉइंट, वो फिर पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन करो और उसके बाद में एक पावरफुल रिप्लाई दो जो शॉर्ट हो, टू द पॉइंट हो, क्वालिटी हो, क्वांटिटी की जरूरत नहीं है। वहां बॉडी लैंग्वेज आपकी बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए, यू नीड टू लुक असर्टिव, और बीच में किसी को मत काटो, जब आप बोलो तो दुनिया आपको सुने, आई से आई कांटेक्ट करके, प्रॉपर पोस्चर के साथ बैठ करके फिर बोलो। जैसा लोगों ने ड्रेस के बारे में बोला, फॉर्मल रहे, एलिगेंट रहे, प्रोफेशनल रहे, ब्लेजर हो, नहीं है तो टाई हो, एटलीस्ट उस तरीके से रहे, हेयर नेल कॉम्ड हो, पॉलिश्ड हो, दीज आर फ्यू थिंग्स जो हमको। एक और चीज फीमेल के लिए बताऊंगा सर, एक इंटरव्यू में मैं गया, मैं बहुत ज्यादा इंटरव्यू का एक्सपीरियंस है, हर बार कैंपस में जाता हूं। एक फीमेल उस हॉल से गई तो बोलते हैं इसको नहीं रखेंगे। मैंने बोला क्या हो गया सर? बोलता है देख कितनी परफ्यूम है, अभी आधे घंटे तक इस हॉल में इस परफ्यूम की खुशबू रहेगी। डोंट बी दैट वे ड्यूरिंग अ प्रोफेशनल टाइम, ठीक है? आपको कब कहां जाना है उसके हिसाब से ड्रेस करना चाहिए, दैट इज ट्रू लाइफ, अदरवाइज नहीं। फ्रेंड्स, एक चीज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो अब तक किसी ने नहीं बताई वो बताने जा रहा हूं, जिसके चलते मैं नॉर्मली आता हूं। What you need to learn, what you need to study, आपको क्या जानना है? Do all of you know in which company you are shortlisted? पता है? Know in and out about that company. उस कंपनी के बारे में जानो, उस कंपनी के इन एंड आउट को रिसर्च करो, उस कंपनी के बैलेंस शीट देखो, उस कंपनी का वेबसाइट देखो, उस कंपनी के एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स देखो, 3-4 साल के एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स को कंपेयर करो, और उस कंपनी में जो रूल्स और जो लॉज लागू होंगे वो पढ़ो, समझ गए? जो इंडेस वहां लगेगा तो पढ़ लो, जो आपको लग रहा है कि कुछ और चीजें चाहिए तो वो पढ़ो, हर कुछ क्यों पढ़ रहे हो? अब आपके पास टाइम कम है, जो शॉर्टलिस्ट हो रखे हो, एक एग्जांपल दूंगा आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। एक लड़का था, ऑलएम में गया, आशीष मेरे पास आया था, सर क्या पढ़ना है, यही सारी चीज उसे समझाई, थोड़ी डिटेल में समझाई, अभी टाइम कम है, कम समझाऊंगा, तो मैंने बहुत थोड़ा समझाया। इस एक एग्जांपल से आपको समझ में आएगा क्या करना चाहिए। एंड आई वॉज वेरी क्यूरियस कि मैं उसके इंटरव्यू में जाके बैठा। जब वो बंदा आया, उसने अपना इंटरव्यू को फेस किया, लास्ट में 2 लाइन थे, 4 लाइन थे, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थे। उसने कहा आई नीड अ परमिशन, आई वांट टू गिव सम सजेशंस फॉर ऑलएम। द फाइनेंस डायरेक्टर टोल्ड, आप मुझे सजेशन दोगे मेरी कंपनी के बारे में? हाउ कैन दैट बी? आई नो इन एंड आउट अबाउट माई कंपनी। बोला सर फाइन, बट आई हैव फ्यू सजेशंस, इफ यू अलाउ मी आई विल बी सेइंग। बोलते या प्लीज। उसने क्या सजेशंस दिए? बोला सर आपका म्यांमार में एक ऑफिस है, म्यांमार से आप टीक खरीदते हो, म्यांमार से आप तुअर दाल खरीदते हो, अड़द दाल खरीदते हो, वो ऑफिस को बंद कर दो। बोला क्यों? बोला आपका सिंगापुर ऑफिस सेम चीज कर सकता, वहां रेट फ्लक्चुएशन दिन में नहीं होते, एक ही रेट होता है, आप अननेसेसरी वहां पे इतना कॉस्ट ईयरली बियर कर रहे हो। उसने कैलकुलेट कर रखा था। फिर उसने बोला आपका पास इंडोनेशिया में ऑफिस नहीं है, इंडोनेशिया में कोल का रेट दिन भर फ्लक्चुएट करता है, अगर ऑन द स्पॉट आपका आदमी होगा तो बेटर डील ले लेगा जो आप नॉर्मली नहीं कर सकते। उसने एक और एग्जाम्पल दिया, उसने 5-7 एग्जाम्पल दिया, मैं 3 बता करके खत्म करूंगा। उसने एक और एग्जाम्पल दिया, सर ये जो आप स्क्रैप खरीद के ला रहे हो अफ्रीका से, अलग अलग जगह से लाते हो और बहुत छोटे छोटे शिप में ला रहे हो, आप सबको एक जगह लाओ, एक्यूमुलेट करो और 3 गुना या 4 गुना बड़ी शिप लो और उसमें लेकर के आओ, डेफिनेटली आपको कॉस्ट सस्ती पड़ेगी। एंड दिस इज द कैलकुलेशन। पिछली बार आपकी इतनी छोटी शिप आई थी और इतनी बड़ी शिप होगी, तो ये कैलकुलेशन का फर्क है, इतनी आपके प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी में चेंज आएगा। कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड? A newly qualified chartered accountant giving so much idea. समझ में आ गई क्या करना? अब आया सबको? आया कि नहीं? अब भी किसी को नहीं आया तो फिर मैं नहीं बोल सकता। सेकंड थिंग, आपको क्या करना है जीडी वगैरह के लिए? जीडी में क्या टॉपिक पूछेंगे, कैसे पता चलेगा? पहले तो हम लोग एक ही है, सुरेंद्र पिचाई को गुरु बना रखे थे, गूगल बाबा है ना, उसको पूछते थे बता क्या क्या आएगा, क्या क्या लेटेस्ट है मार्केट में, किस किस का पीपीटी है, वो पीपीटी दिखा दे। अब तो एआई आ गया भाई, एआई को पूछो ना क्या क्या लेटेस्ट चल रहा है, किस किस चीज पे जीडी का पॉइंट हो सकता है, टॉपिक हो सकता है, पूछो, पता लगाओ, जाओ उन सबके पीपीटीज को देखो, ब्रश अप करो। एक वर्किंग नॉलेज हर चीज की होनी चाहिए। गॉट इट? फिर 2-3 चीजें। फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन इज द लास्ट इंप्रेशन। पहला इंप्रेशन आपका जैसा है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा। दूसरा, लिसन बिफोर आंसरिंग, बहुत जरूरी है। आधा सुनते हो बोलना चालू कर देते हो, डोंट बी दैट वे। ट्राई टू बी ऑनेस्ट। अगर आपको कुछ नहीं आता, क्लियरली बोलो कि नहीं आता, ठीक है? पोस्चर, नॉड करना जरूरी है। कैसे पोस्चर में हो, क्रॉस लेग, ये वो, हाथ वाथ, ये नहीं सर, स्ट्रेट। आप अपने तरीके से खड़े रहो। एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, जैसा हिंदी और इंग्लिश की बात हो रही है, आप अगर इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल हो तो इंग्लिश में ही जवाब देना, पर अगर नहीं कंफर्टेबल हो और वो मीनिंग भी वो नहीं समझ पाए, और अगर आपको लगता है कि सामने वाला हिंदी या कोई और भाषा में समझ सकता है, तो आप उनको बोलना, सर आई विल बी मोर कंफर्टेबल बाय स्पीकिंग इन दिस लैंग्वेज एंड आई कैन एक्सप्रेस माई सेल्फ बेटर, विल यू अलाउ मी? अगर वो हाँ बोलता है, देन यू डू दैट। गॉट इट? दैट इज अनदर वे। सो एक कॉमनली क्वेश्चन जो बहुत ज्यादा पूछा जाता है, व्हाई दिस कंपनी? ये जरूर पता लगा के जाना, जिस कंपनी के इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हो, व्हाई दैट कंपनी। कई लोगों ने आपको पूछा कि आईसीआई का मोटो क्या है, या ए सप्ते सुजाग्रते, वी नीड टू बी अवेक अमॉन्ग्स द वन हु आर स्लीपिंग। ये हमसे एक्सपेक्टेड होता है। फ्रेंड्स, वी आर पॉजिटिव प्रोफेशनल्स। हम पॉजिटिविटी के साथ जीते हैं। जीते हैं कि नहीं? रेस्ट लाइफ पॉजिटिविटी के साथ जीना है। हम क्यों पॉजिटिव प्रोफेशनल्स हैं? एक एडवोकेट कब बढ़ता है? जब लिटिगेशंस और क्राइम बढ़ते हैं। एक डॉक्टर कब बढ़ता है? जब बीमारियां और महामारियां बढ़ती है। हम तब बढ़ते हैं जब ये देश बढ़ता है, इकोनॉमी बढ़ती है, जीडीपी बढ़ता है, क्लाइंट बढ़ता है, तब हम बढ़ते हैं दोस्तों। तो हम पॉजिटिव प्रोफेशनल्स हैं। हमको पॉजिटिविटी के साथ रहना चाहिए। हमें हर चीज को पॉजिटिविटी के साथ रखना चाहिए। नेगेटिविटी अपने मन से बाहर निकाल लेनी चाहिए, खुली किताब की तरह। मेरे को लगा, मेरे को रुद्रमूर्ति जी को ये बोलना, खुल के बोलो। अनुज जी को बोलना है, गौरव को बोलना, खुल के बोलो। वही जीवन है। बी ट्रांसपेरेंट, स्माइलिंग रहा करो, एक्शन लेते रहा करो। जो एक्शन नहीं लेता वो सिर्फ प्लानिंग 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 करते हुए चला जाता है। कभी खेलते हुए देखा आपने सानिया मिर्जा को, सचिन तेंदुलकर को? सिर्फ खेलते हैं खेलते हैं खेलते हैं खेलते हैं खेलते हैं, है कि नहीं? खेलते हैं ना, प्लानिंग नहीं करते बहुत। और सबसे बड़ी चीज, लाइफ में जो टाइम का बेस्ट इस्तेमाल करेगा वो जीवन में कुछ कर लेगा। जो टाइम को वेस्ट करेगा, टाइम उसे वेस्ट कर देगा, है या नहीं? और लाइफ में कभी लेट नहीं होता जब तक आपके नाम के सामने लेट नहीं लिखा जाए। गॉट इट? कोई चीज के लिए लेट नहीं है। सर अब तो 2 ही दिन बचे हैं, अब क्या पढ़ेंगे, अब क्या देखेंगे? सर लेट नहीं है, जितना देख पाओ कर लो ना। इंटरव्यू 3 दिन बाद है, 3 दिन देख लो। कीप लर्निंग, सेट गोल्स फॉर योरसेल्फ, सेट सब गोल्स फॉर योरसेल्फ। अपने जीवन को प्लान करो कि इस तरीके से मुझे आगे बढ़ना है और यहां तक पहुंचना है, कोई रोक नहीं सकता। अराइज अवेक एंड स्टॉप नॉट टिल द गोल इज अचीव्ड। जब तक वो गोल को आप पहुंच नहीं जाओ, तब तक आप बैठो नहीं। वो कहते हैं, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर के पहले खुदा खुद बंदे से पूछे, बता तेरी रजा क्या है। यू नीड टू हैव दैट मच कॉन्फिडेंस। डोंट क्रिएट बाउंड्रीज फॉर योरसेल्फ। और जो डिसीजन ले लो, उस डिसीजन को राइट करो। और डिसीजन लोगों से पूछ के मत लिया करो। हमारे यहां सब कोई पड़ोसी से पूछता है, तू क्या कर रहा है? अच्छा तू बैंकिंग में जाएगा, मैं भी जाऊंगा, है कि नहीं? करता कि नहीं? बताता हूं कैसे। यूएस में लाइट जाती है, बोलते कॉल द पावर ऑफिस। जापान में वो ठीक करने लग जाते हैं। इंडिया में इंडिया में बोलते हो पड़ोसी के घर में देख गई है, आ जाएगी यार, उसके यहाँ भी गई है। तो डोंट बी दैट वे। जो डिसीजन ले लिया सोच समझ के लो, लेने के बाद में मेक इट राइट, और उसके लिए प्रयास करो, उसके लिए आगे बढ़ो, और अपने लिए बाउंड्रीज क्रिएट मत करो, अपने कॉन्फिडेंस को हाई रखो। एक बात बताऊंगा सर एडमंड हिलरी की, ये मैं हर बार कोट करता हूं, 2 एग्जांपल। सर एडमंड हिलरी ने माउंट एवरेस्ट को जीतने की कोशिश करी थी, नहीं जीत पाए थे, नीचे आए थे। वेरी टचिंग वर्ड्स हैं और मुझे बहुत प्रेरणा दिए थे वर्ड। यू माउंट एवरेस्ट, द ग्रेटेस्ट पीक ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, you cannot grow and cannot develop. I as a human being will develop my confidence, develop my capabilities, and you will be below my feet, you will be below my feet. And that was done by Sir Edmund Hillary. मुश्किलों में भाग जाना आसान होता है, हर पहलू जिंदगी का इम्तिहान होता है। भागने वाले को कुछ नहीं मिलता जीवन में, लड़ने वालों के कदमों में जहान होता है, लड़ने वालों के कदमों में जहान होता है। तो उन्होंने अपने कॉन्फिडेंस और कैपेबिलिटीज को इंप्रूव किया और वो ऊंचाई तक पहुंचे। Those who face the sun don't see the shadow। और जहां तक आपकी सोच जाती है वहां तक आप जा सकते हो। ठान लोगे तो जीत है, मान लोगे तो हार है। तो मानने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठान लो, जीत आपकी सुनिश्चित है। और बोलना सीखो, कम्युनिकेट करना सीखो। MBS के बारे में एक चीज बताऊं, कुछ नहीं आता, बहुत कुछ बोलते हैं, और हम सब कुछ आता है फिर भी नहीं बोलते। बोलते कि नहीं बोलते? एक बच्चा 2 साल में बोलना सीख लेता है, पूरी जिंदगी लगा देता है क्या बोलना, कब बोलना, कितना बोलना, बोलना कि नहीं बोलना, कैसे बोलना, कैसे नहीं बोलना, सब चीज में पूरी जिंदगी लगा देता है। Have that passion, have that fire in the belly, have that inquisitiveness, वो जरूरी है दोस्तों। बहुत ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा, मैं लास्ट आपको पर्सनल लाइन में 1-2 चीजें बोल करके अपनी बात को खत्म करूंगा। जब एक तो इंटरव्यू में जाओगे, ब्रेन में हर समय आइस फैक्ट्री रखना, बहुत शांत रहना, बहुत सॉफ्ट रहना, और हरदम आपके जुबान पे शुगर फैक्ट्री होनी चाहिए कि आप जो भी बोलो बहुत स्वीटली बोलो, बहुत पॉजिटिवली बोलो, बहुत पॉलिश्ड वे में बोलो। और तीसरी चीज है, हार्ट में लव फैक्ट्री होना चाहिए, वही लव के साथ में बहुत पॉजिटिविटी, उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के प्यार के साथ में बोलना जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आप जॉब करने जा रहे हो। और वर्ड्स को बहुत सोच करके इस्तेमाल करना, क्योंकि वर्ड्स के आगे एस लग जाता है अगर आप उसको तरीके से इस्तेमाल नहीं करते। लाइफ एक इनिंग है, अपनी लाइफ को तरीके से गुजारो, एंजॉय करो, रीड करो, रिसर्च करो, आगे बढ़ते रहो। लाइफ एक इनिंग है, बी बिजी इंप्रूविंग योरसेल्फ, हर समय अपने आप को इंप्रूव करते हुए आगे बढ़ते रहो, यही जिंदगी है। एक फाइनल चीज बोल करके खत्म करूंगा, मुस्कुराते रहो, दैट इज लाइफ। स्माइल इज अ कर्व विच मेक्स एवरीथिंग स्ट्रेट, सब कुछ स्ट्रेट कर देता वो मुस्कुराहट। वो कहते हैं जिस तरह गाड़ी की स्पीड काउंट होती है माइल्स पर आवर, इंसान की जिंदगी काउंट होती है स्माइल्स पर आवर। जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो जिंदगी है, बाकी सब बेकार है या नहीं? बी हैप्पी एंड ब्रिंग हैप्पीनेस। जब भी जाओ तब खुशियां बिखेरो। कुछ लोग होते हैं जो जहां जाते हैं खुशियां लाते हैं, कुछ होते हैं जहां जाते हैं खुशियां लाते हैं, समझ गए? तो पहली कैटेगरी में रहने का, गॉट इट? पहली कैटेगरी में रहने का, जहां जाओ खुशियां लाओ, जब जाओ तब खुशियां मत लेके आओ। इस तरीके से रहो। कुछ पल होते हैं, कुछ पल के लिए जी लो इनको, हर पल के लिए। वक्त रेत की तरफ फिसल जाएगा, दे जाएगा यादें जीवन भर के लिए। जिस तरीके से आपको आज नंदा जी ने कहा कि आप लोग अपने पेरेंट्स को जाकर के जरूर थैंक्स करिएगा। चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हो तो उनके चलते हो, उनकी त्याग, उनकी तपस्या के चलते हो। वो माँ अपने लिए कुछ नहीं बनाती थी, आपके लिए 6 बजे क्लास में जाने के पहले बनाती थी। वो पिता अपने लिए कुछ नहीं खरीदता था, आप लोगों के लिए खरीदता था। तो वो माँ और पिताजी की मेहनत ही था जिसके चलते आप लोग हो। तो आज जाके उनको थैंक्स करिएगा, हक करिएगा, एंड वट एवर यू आर ओनली एंड ओनली ड्यू टू देम। अपनी जमीन अपना आसमान पैदा कर, मांगने से जिंदगी नहीं मिलती है दोस्तों। खुद का नया इतिहास पैदा कर, डू वंडर्स इन लाइफ। माय बेस्ट विशेस टू ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ यू। बी एसोसिएटेड विद ICI। हम सब लोग आपके लिए तत्पर है। मेरा नंबर अगर कोई नोट करना चाहे, कैंपस वालों को मैं हर बार अपना नंबर जरूर देता हूं। कैंपस के दौरान कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, कैंपस के बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, कभी भी लगे कॉल कर सकते हो। और अगर मेरा कॉल का जवाब नहीं आया तो मैसेज करना, कोशिश करूंगा जरूर जवाब देने का। आई लव हेल्पिंग ऑल द पर्संस who are into campus and ones who are into student life। मैं इन दोनों को सबसे ज्यादा मदद करता हूं। My number is 9810277394। I repeat 9810277394। राजेश शर्मा। With a final couplet for ICI, I end my words. जर्रे जर्रे में हम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स का नाम होगा, हमारे हर कदम पे दुनिया का सलाम होगा. मुश्किलों का सामना हिम्मत से करना, देखना एक दिन वक्त भी इस प्रोफेशन का गुलाम होगा, वक्त भी इस प्रोफेशन का गुलाम होगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words of encouragement to everybody. Not much waiting, sir. Now we have with us CA Rudramurthy ji, who is a qualified chartered accountant and technical analyst. He was recognized as one of the world's top 5 trader trainers in 2019. His financial insights are highly sought after by top business news networks and publications. Over to you, Rudramurthy, sir, now.
So friends, a very big round of applause to Rudramurthy sir. And it is really our great fortune that in spite of his very, very busy schedule, today is the working day, and a person of the capital market coming on a working day from Bengaluru, it is something very, very difficult, but it is his love and affection for all of us that he is amongst all of us. So may I request all of you once again to put your hands together in welcoming Rudramurthy sir.
Thank you, Anand. How many of you here want to make lot of money? Put your hand up. Lot of money. Good. How many of you here want to succeed both professionally and personally? Both. Excellent. This being the last session, I will promise you that this will be for you a game changer and a session you will remember forever. But I want your time. No doubt my time is next half an hour, because I've been given actually 1 hour time, 4:30 to 5:30, but I'm starting by 5:05. If I go 1 hour, it will be 6:05. So I'm just keeping myself for next half an hour, and if we get time and if you are okay, then only we will extend. I cannot talk in Hindi because I come from Bangalore. मेरा हिंदी थोड़ा थोड़ा बात कर सकता है, but I would love to talk in English, and to improve my Hindi, in between, let me talk some Hindi so that you will laugh at my Hindi. And I will tell you only one thing, doesn't matter which language you use. If you talk sense in any language, that is more important. And for me, each one of you who are here, I want everyone to please stand up. I want everyone to stand up, please. I want you all to pat your back and tell, I am a proud chartered accountant. Tell again, I am a proud chartered accountant. Just give handshake to the person next to you and say, you are a proud chartered accountant. Tell to person behind you, you are a proud chartered accountant. Yeah, please sit down. You know why I wanted you to do this? We all have forgotten that we are chartered accountants, right? Whole day you are all attending session after session after session, and some of them are saying, okay, tomorrow is your interview, be ready. It is not the degree, skill is required. All that stuff even I heard. First of all, let me tell you, if you are a chartered accountant, that means all skills have already come to you. So because you have all the skills, then only you have become a chartered accountant. And let me tell you, this half an hour, I will give you all the things required for someone to succeed both personally and professionally. And I'll also tell you, there are only 3 things required in anyone's life, and that is what I call as success. Can you tell me what are the 3 things required for anyone in life? Can you help me out? What are the 3 things required for anyone in life? Yes? Roti, kapda, makan. So all this, okay, thank you. Yes? Huh? Happiness, you need happiness. Okay, what else? Okay, let me ask you guys a simple question. Can you define to me what is success? What is success? What is success? Can you define to me what is success? You are telling something. Huh? State of mind? Peace of mind. Okay, that is success to her. Do you agree success definition is different for different people? Yes or no? But can I tell you, it is also different to the same person at different points of time. Now listen carefully. When I was yet to become a chartered accountant, for me success was to become a chartered accountant. In fact, you don't believe, I used to tell, I will sleep on a railway track if I complete CA. and I will die. For me, CA degree was so important, and I used to tell I will die if I become CA, and I became a chartered accountant. Does it mean I died after doing CA? No, the next dream or goal came. And then my goal was, I want to make 1 crore in my life. If I see 1 crore in my life, I will sleep on a railway track and die. And then I made 1 crore in life. Life did not end there. Then my mind told, I have to make 1 crore in 1 day. Then let me die. I made 1 crore in 1 day. Okay, before that, there was also a discussion going on. Should we wear blazer? Should we wear tie? Should we talk English, English, whatever? Let me make it very easy. How many of you know here Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda? Yes? Okay, good. Now, once Vivekananda was giving a talk to 10,000 people in England, and when he was addressing the big crowd, one of his co-speaker, an Englishman, told Vivekananda, so many people are there listening to you. Can you not dress like a gentleman? He was wearing a saffron dress, wearing some turbine, and then he was very simply dressed. So this Englishman who was his co-speaker told him, can you not dress like a gentleman? So Vivekananda just heard him and told, he said to that Englishman who was wearing blazer, tie, everything, he just told, in your country, tailor makes a gentleman. In our country, character makes a gentleman. Now that doesn't mean all those wearing blazer, tie are wrong. I'm just trying to tell you, you all heard content is king. But let me tell you, context is king of kings. And now I can talk another 1 hour on what is context. But keeping that aside, today, why am I here? To tell you, each one of us to be successful both in personal life and professional life, we need 3 things. Number 1, we need money. Number 2, we need great health. Number 3, you need great relationship. So 3 things are required. You can't tell me what is the 4th thing you require. Someone might say happiness. If you have all these 3, you will have happiness. So 3 things required for everyone here is great health, you need great wealth, that is money, and you also need great relationship. And let me tell you, we have all come to a state where we think it is an or life. You know what is or life? It is either health or wealth or let us say relationship. No. We have to now come to a status called as and life. You know what is and life? It is health and wealth and relationship. All the 3 is possible. And the question here is, it is not if I become very wealthy, then I have to sacrifice on my health. It is not like, okay, I'll be very, very healthy, but let me not make money. Do remember, empty hand cannot serve. You need lot of money. In fact, I did CA only because my mother wanted me to do CA, and I thought you will earn lot of money if you become a chartered accountant. So to make that lot of money, I did CA, then realized that doing CA you cannot make lot of money, you have to go to stock market. Then I came to stock market and then saw all this money what is required in life, and today I want to see other people make lot of money, and that for me is success. So success changes from one point to another, and today me being free for 2 hours, having lunch with my family, that for me is success. But at one point of time, becoming a chartered accountant was success. At another point of time, making 1 crore was success. At another point of time, building a great company was success to me. But today for me, success is to sit with family and have food. That is for me success. I am not getting that time. When I used to pray God, earlier I used to pray God, I want to become the richest person in this whole world. That was my prayer. But today I ask God, give me time for food and give me time for sleep. I need only two things today, time for my sleep and time for my food. So things keep changing from one point to another, and I don't know what might be the definition of success. The same Rudramurthy might tell after 1 year. Now, I want to play a video to you on screen. I want everyone to watch that video very carefully, and I'll be asking you, please tell me some lessons what we can learn from that video. And how many of you here are attending an interview tomorrow or in future? I'll be guaranteeing you, you can't prepare today to interview and tomorrow go and win the interview. We are already prepared. If you are through with it, and I am just telling you, nervousness is the first step of defeat in your interview. Who will interview you? Tell me. The interviewer, who is either a chartered accountant or he is not a chartered accountant. The guy interviewing you, if he is not a chartered accountant, that means his content is below you. So you are already through. If the person is a chartered accountant interviewing you, don't worry, because he knows how tough it is to pass his CA. He will surely recognize you and say that you are great. You are already won. The moment you cleared CA, your victory is over. What else more you require? How many of you agree with me? The person who is interviewing you, if he is not a CA, he will respect you because you are a CA. Do you know we have around 5 lakh chartered accountants for a population of 145 crore? Do you know that? And let me tell you, CPA, for an American population which is about 35 to 40 crore American population, they have 8.5, 9 lakh CPAs they have. I don't know if you can understand what I am talking. And the moment you are a chartered accountant, you are already successful. That's what I am telling you. And I told my mother, told me to do CA, I did CA, and I did CA to make a lot of money. I am the only chartered accountant till today who has never practiced from day one and who has never worked as a chartered accountant from day one in any company. I did CA only because my mother wanted me to do CA. Money, health, relationship. These three things you have to win. And for me, winning life is more important than anything. Can we have this small video on screen? And I want each one of you to observe that video, and you have to help me decipher and share the learnings out of that video. Can we watch that? Yeah, thank you so much. Vishal, if you can play the video. Okay, so give a round of applause to that video, right? Yeah? Yeah, quickly, what is the first important lesson you want to share from that video? Yeah, go ahead, madam. Yeah. No gain without pain. Now listen carefully. Pain is temporary. Suffering is permanent. If you don't take pain, then you have to take suffering. And there is no gain without pain. Give her a round of applause. Great. Next, any other share? Yes, sir, go ahead. Go ahead. No mic is not required. They have energy with them. Yes, go ahead.
So this is in line with Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. So whoever is who are keeps on evolving and adapting to the new situations, new surroundings, new atmosphere, will keep on succeeding.
Excellent. See, he says if you can adopt and keep your change factor on, then you keep on succeeding. And let me also tell you, this world has abundance in it and not scarcity. And when I say this, there is so much of water in the ocean. It doesn't mean if I take some water, it becomes scarce to others. This world has enough to everyone, and you have to be adaptive and you have to make a lot of change. And if you don't change, change is the only change which will make you change. Yes? Good. Great. Can I have a round of applause to him too? Great. Next, any other learning from this video? Go ahead, last. Yeah. Yes? Excellent. He says first the change has to come within you. It is not changing the situation outside, but you have to first make the change within yourself. Then the outside change will also happen. The eagle was ready to make the change. After the first 30 years of its life, it was ready to take that pain which was temporary, and it was ready to make the necessary change, and later what it saw was another birth and another 30 years of life. Excellent. Give a round of applause to him. Thank you. Anything else you learned from the video? Yes? Yeah, anything else? Yes, madam, go ahead. Be open for change. You know what is important here? People think what we know is right. I am saying always be open to listen to another person's perspective. And very, very important, this is what Abraham Lincoln told. He said, if I have $1, you have $1, we both exchange, then you go back home with $1, I will go back with $1. But if you have a thought and I have a thought, and if we exchange, we both go back home with 2 thoughts. So being open for change, being open to at least receive another person's perspective is very, very important. And when I came in here, someone asked me, Rudra, you are from capital market. Today are you talking about stock markets, or what is your topic on? Is it a motivational talk you are giving? I said, I don't believe in motivation. From morning till evening, if you have thought that people have come here and motivated you, I don't believe in motivation. You know why? If someone else has to motivate you, then I believe you will never ever do what is required. You have to be your own motivator. And let me also tell you very, very important point that yes, you have to give time to yourself in life and grow. I don't believe in motivation at all. And this video gave you a lot of perspectives of change, which is very, very important. And now coming back to my field of capital market, I said 3 things are required for anyone to succeed in both professional life and personal life. What are those 3 things I told? Number 1, wealth or money. Number 2, health, very important. Number 3, relationship. Let me now take just next 10 minutes of my time, and then if you have questions, I will take more from you. Time flies like anything when I talk. So I've just made note of few points here, and I thought I will share them with you. How many of you have heard about AI? How many of you feel AI is the most important thing and next 5 years it will rule the world? Now let me give you my perspective of AI. Except AI means artificial intelligence, I know nothing. Now listen to this carefully. Modi gave a speech on AI available in YouTube, and if you hear to this 8-minute speech of Modi on AI, you will know everything on AI. Just 8-minute speech by Narendra Modi, and the people who heard his speech, it is in English, and people who heard this speech of Modi on AI were all top officials of Microsoft, Google, Amazon, or name any top IT company of this world, not just from America, even China. Name the top IT company of this world. Those CEOs, those CFOs were there in this program where Modi spoke about AI. And this 8 minutes will cover everything on AI. Don't do it right now. Go home and then check about this video. But I want to tell you what is not there in this 8 minutes video of Modi on AI. But everything on AI is there in this 8-minute video. But I'll tell you what is not there in that video. Very simple. Tell me who created AI. Who created AI? Fast. You're all right, huh? Humans created AI. Very simple. Correct. I don't want to know the founder of AI, some name and all. You are right. Humans created AI. Agree? How many of you agree here humans created AI? Okay. Next question. Who created humans? Who created humans? Experience created humans. Huh? No. No, take another person's perspective, right? Nothing right, nothing wrong. Yeah, that is our perspective. Humans create humans. I wanted another answer. CS are not answering. Oh, excellent answer, excellent. Who is that? Experience here or God? Okay. How many of you agree God created human? Okay, so for you I will just tell a small joke. Joke, keep it at a joke level only. My son at 3 years old asked me this question. He asked me a question. He is 3-year-old. At that time he asked me, Papa, how was I born? I thought, how will I explain this question here? Papa, how was I born? I said, nothing. I and your mother prayed God and you were born. This is what I told God. Then he asked, oh, is it? Papa, how was you born? Hey, what is this question? I said, hey, nothing yaar. Your grandfather and grandmother prayed God and I was born. Because he said experience, I am now giving my experience on that, okay? Then finally what happened, he didn't stop there. He asked the next question. He asked, Papa, how was my grandfather born? I said, last question, don't ask me anymore, I will answer. I said, great-grandfather, great-grandmother prayed God and finally grandfather was born. 3-year-old fellow, what to tell? He finally replied and asked me, what Papa? Pura everyone in your family are only doing prayers. No one went to honeymoon. So world knows lot of things. I don't know whether because of AI or not because of AI, and I didn't explain anything more. You are all laughing why I don't know. But what I want to tell you is, yes, you are right. Humans created AI. Who created humans? God. If you believe. If you don't believe also, right now believe. At least take my perception. Who created humans? God. Who is more superior? God. AI, use it for making your work easy. But decision making has to come from your brain. And this is created by God, which is always more superior. And you have that with you. I am not against using AI. Use AI for collecting data, gathering things faster, everything. But decision making cannot come from AI. It has to come from your brain, created by God, who is more superior than humans. And when you have that with you, AI cannot beat you. One person went to late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. He is also a chartered accountant. India's Warren Buffett. Now late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. A person went to him and told, I have designed a model using AI which can make so much returns. Per annum it can give you 85% return. Rakesh just laughed and told, use all this and become more richer than me. Don't sell all this crap to me. Because what you have is created by a superior, and this AI works more powerful than what you have as your artificial intelligence. Thank you so much. And in this small book, I have just made note of lot of questions to answer so that I don't miss any question. And I just want to ask each one of you here another simple question. How many of you believe in alternative education? If you don't know what it is, I will tell you. Listen carefully, carefully. How many of you know Sarvapalli Radhakrishna? Tell me, who is he? Huh? Who is Sarvapalli Radhakrishna? Quick, quick. I thought you will give me an answer. You don't know who is Sarvapalli Radhakrishna? You want to use AI for it? President of India. President of ICAI? No, no. Who is the current president of ICAI? Huh? He is there. Excellent. At least you should know the name. Okay, who is Sarvapalli Radhakrishna? No idea? Excellent. He is a teacher. Good. Do you all know September 5th we do Teachers' Day? And do you know it is on Sarvapalli Radhakrishna's birthday we do Teachers' Day, and it is celebrated across the world? That's because he is one among the best teachers ever found in this world. So we do Teachers' Day on September 5th on his birthday. Do you know what Sarvapalli Radhakrishna told about education, which I am telling you now? Listen to this carefully. He said, the real learning starts when your education ends. This is not my statement. This is a statement of world's best teacher. I repeat, the real learning starts when your education ends. So now do you know your real learning has just now started because your education has ended. I am a chartered accountant with 5 master degree, but none of that taught me real learning. When I put money into market and when I lost, the learnings what I got there was beyond all the degrees whatever I had taken. Most important, always be an open book. Keep learning continuously. I always say, to earn continuously, you have to learn continuously. It's not like, okay, I have already learned, so what else to learn? Now, what do you mean by this alternative education? Alternative education is what you are learning for, not a degree, but for your growth and for you to become better. For example, you are doing an orientation program today. This is an alternative education. Are you getting any degree today at the end of 5:30 or 6 o'clock? No. But how many of you here have at least one big takeaway to take today from this session what you have got? That is alternative education. Do you know there are only 3 ways to learn? 1, you can learn through books. 2, you can learn through your own experience. 3, you can learn from other people's experience. The third one is the easiest way and the best way. Do you know how? Why? Simple. I have been in capital market 23 years. I have seen investing, I have seen trading, I have done futures option, I have done buying of option, selling of option, everything I have done. Now I know what to do, what not to do, and that is what I have learnt in 23 years of my life. Now you listening to me for one full day on capital market, will that not be the easiest way to learn than going through books of capital market, or you learning all that with your own experience? How many of you agree with what I say? Same thing. Today when you are here, you are hearing to people's experience. Someone who came there in the previous session, they were talking about how group discussions are done, how you have to face interviews. This is giving you what? This is giving you their experiences. And that is the best way to learn faster. How many of you agree with what I am talking? Great. So I spoke about AI, I spoke about how to learn quickly, and I spoke about Sarvapalli Radhakrishna's statement, so important, that your real learning starts when your education ends. Okay, now time on my clock is already 5:40, 5:35, 5:40. I thought I will just give you 2-3 more points quickly, and I want you to ask me questions if you have any on what we have spoken, and I want to have that Q&A session at least for next 5-10 minutes at the end. Is that good enough? Time is now 5:35, so my time to talk was 1 hour. I have a flight back to Bangalore at 8:30, so I have to be in airport by about 7:30. And now listen carefully. Earlier, I used to have my mobile phone on my pocket. go to office, and when I go to office, I find there is no mobile. I used to panic. I used to call my mother, Amma, see, if I have left my mobile in my cupboard. Then I used to call my wife, see, where is my mobile, search. Like this, I used to look for my mobile phone. Today, when there is no mobile phone in my pocket, I feel happy. Habba, no more disturbance. That means, listen carefully. Yeah, you want to clap, clap for it. Now listen carefully, carefully. This is all in your mind. That mobile not being with you is still good if you think in that perception. Now listen carefully. Earlier, I have now a flight at 8 o'clock, and I used to be worried at 5 o'clock, 5:30, ayo, my flight is missing. Oh, I have to now end my speech. Next 10 minutes to go. Like this I used to be. Now, worst thing what can happen, 8 o'clock flight you will miss. Pay another 10,000 rupee, take the next flight at 9 or 10 o'clock. Life is bigger than 10,000, and for me, my happiness and my patience and my free mind is worth more than 10,000, because if this is free and happy, I can earn that 10,000. That does not mean be negligent. Hey, miss the flight, no problem, we will take the next flight. That's not what I mean. But your mind should be freed and not think about the flight at 8 o'clock. How many of you understand what I'm talking? How many of you understand I was not born this way? I was still the old Rudra before. Someone like Rudra told this to me. I heard, implemented in life, and then the change came. How many of you are ready to make that change? Now listen very carefully, very carefully. In my life, I never use the word no. I never use the word no. But I was not born this way. I was using it before. I made a conscious effort not to use the word no. And if you ask me, how do you not use the word no? Someone will now ask me a question, Rudra, do you know cooking? My answer is actually no. But now I will not use the word no. Do you know what I do? If someone asks me, Rudra, do you know cooking? Not yet. Rudra, are you the Rakesh Jhunjhunwala of India? Not yet. Rudra, are you the ICAI president? Not yet. I am not interested to become ICAI president. I am telling you upfront. But I am just telling you, the word no has been now substituted by the word not yet. How many of you will now make a conscious effort? You know what is this word important is? Conscious. You have to make a conscious effort for not to use that word no, and once it becomes habit to not use the word no, you have to again make a conscious effort. So now it has become a habit in my life. I don't have to make any more conscious effort for not using the word no. Whenever I talk, the word no will never come, because I have already done a conscious effort before, and now it has become a habit. Now to change that habit and to start using the word no, again I have to make a conscious effort. Whenever you have to talk, instead of the word no, you can use the word not yet. You know what is the difference between these two? Simple. One is positive mental attitude, another one is negative mental attitude. PMA, NMA. The moment you transform yourself from all the NMAs to PMA, success is the result, end product. How many of you here are at least now changing from some parts of NMA to PMA? Now if you think, I am already fully in PMA and I have become 100% right, you are wrong. Even I have still so many things to change from that negative mindset to positive mindset. How many of you understood if you now lose your mobile, you don't have to worry? How many of you understood if there is a flight at 8 o'clock, even if you miss that, nothing will happen? Will they put you to jail if you miss the flight at 8 o'clock? No. Will you tell that you cannot get married if you miss the flight? Will they tell that like that? Why are you worried? Worst thing what will happen, 10,000 rupee more. Anything beyond that can happen, okay, 15,000. Is my peace of mind important or 15,000 important? Because if I have that peace of mind, I can earn 1,50,000 also. How many of you are now ready to at least make a small change in your mindset towards good? And if you say here that I know everything, sir, including me, I am telling, I still have space to change. Listen carefully. Perfection is a myth and don't aim for it. If someone here asks me, sir, give me one secret for happiness, don't be perfect. If you are perfect, right, you are never happy. And most important, I'll tell you, if you are perfect, then there is no scope for growth. Be happy that we are not perfect. And most important, you have to be contented with what you have. People always think what they don't have, but you have to also be contented with what you have. Someone told, sir, I want Nike shoes. How many of you here understand there are people without legs? God has given us leg. Even if I don't have a Nike shoes, I should be happy for at least the leg what I have, and I have to be happy and contented first with what I have, and gratitude should be your attitude. The moment you have that gratitude and happiness for what you have, then what you don't have will automatically come. It's a matter of time. Now guys, I'm here just to tell you, in life, get three things: wealth, health, happiness. Secret is wealth, health and relationship. If you have these three, happiness will come. Secret for wealth, I will tell you, top point, number 1 point for getting wealth. Compounding is the 8th wonder of world. And people don't become rich because no one wants to become rich slowly. It was once Warren Buffett was questioned by Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs went to Warren Buffett and told, your investment principles are so simple, but why people are not super rich? Buffett answered it beautifully. He said, people are not super rich because no one wants to become rich slowly. If you know just this one statement what I told, you know how to become rich. You have to give time for time. You have to give time for time. So this is number 1 secret for wealth. What is the number 1 secret for relationship? Listen carefully. Now I am not talking about relationship means only between husband and wife. I am not talking relationship only between a parent and a son or daughter. It can be even relationship between a boss and an employee. It can be relationship between you and your customer. It can be relationship between you and me. It can be relationship between two friends. The secret of relationship is simple. You should not argue, and it should always be an unconditional love. My friend told this long way back and I learnt and I implemented. If you want to have a successful relationship, very simple. He said, I and my wife are married for last 50 years and we have never fought. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. I said, tell me, Shikharji, what is the secret? He said in one line, my wife always asks me a diamond necklace. My wife always asks me a diamond necklace. I tell her, okay, darling, I will get you. My wife daily asks me a diamond necklace. I just tell her, okay, darling, I will get you. Now you know what others do or what I was doing before learning this secret? What you want diamond necklace? Do you know the value of diamond? Do you know, does it suit your face? So whenever my wife now asks a diamond necklace, what you should say? Okay, darling, I will get you. That's all. No argument. And this is not between only husband and wife. Secret of relationship between anyone. Don't argue. Even though you are right, the other person is wrong. Act as if you are wrong. What will I lose? I want peace of mind. I don't want to lose peace of mind and win an argument. Now, are you worried about my flight at 8 o'clock? Then you need another class from tomorrow morning. But be happy that the change what is happening in you now, even if it is 0.00001% better than where you started before my talk, that is great for each one of you. And if you have that change now, from before the talk to talk now, give a round of applause. If I have to complete all the questions what I have written in the book, they don't have answers, only question. It will take the whole day for me to talk, and I have to stop somewhere. I just want to thank the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for giving Rudra this great opportunity to share my very, very small knowledge what I have with you people. And I can only tell you 2-3 last things which I have written, which I don't want it to forget. Take life always easy. Be happy with what you have, and you will get what you want, provided you have gratitude to what you have currently. You will get Nike shoes, but be happy for the leg what you have right now. And most important, I say, 3 things are required for success in any field. I repeat, 3 things are required for success in any field. Number 1, now I am talking in your language, Hindi. 3 things required for success in any field. Number 1, मेहनत. मेहनत मतलब क्या है इंग्लिश में, अंग्रेजी में? हार्ड वर्क. मेहनत चाहिए in any field to succeed. That is number 1. Number 2, niyat. What is niyat? Intention. Niyat. Integrity. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between honesty and integrity? We were all talking about interview, honesty, diplomacy, all that. Even I was hearing. You know why I hear? So that I get another perspective. I am always an open learner. So what is the difference between honesty and integrity? Listen carefully. Today I am in Delhi. I am going for a party at the night 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock because my wife is not there with me today. Whether my wife is with me or not, I will not go for a party. One is integrity, another one is honesty. Whether there is invigilator or not, I will not copy because I want to pass based on my potential. Whether there is invigilator or not, I will not copy. That is integrity. I will not copy when there is invigilator. That is honesty. So, for you to succeed in life, the first thing needed is mehnat. The second thing needed is niyat. Niyat means what? Integrity, not honesty, integrity. Third one, Bhagavan ka krupa. God's grace. Now some of you here may not agree, but a day will come when you will agree because you are yet to experience. I have experienced it, simple. So, if you have these 3 things in you, success will come. Mehnat, niyat, Bhagavan ka krupa. 3 chahiye for success in any field. So he is offing all the lights so that I end my talk also. Okay, I know he is late. Okay, one more, last. This is my last point which I thought I'll share with you. Guys, energy is everything. Everything is energy. Even though I am the last person talking today, I will not accept saying that my speech was the last, so I could not complete all my inputs, and half of the crowd had already left by that time, so I could not deliver the best speech. And some people will say, my talk was the last, but there was no power, but my flight was at 8 o'clock. And someone was even talking during that interview. I said, I will not use the word no. I will not use the word try. In my life, I will not use the word try. I will either do it or not do it. I will not try doing it. Your mother is not well, your father is not well. Will you try taking them to hospital? or will you take them? Will you try passing the interview or you will pass the interview? The difference is between a positive mental attitude and a negative mental attitude. Never do try in life. I either do it or I don't do it. No try. You know why we should not do this? I will tell you the science. When you have in your mind that I will do it like try, your actions, what you take, will also be in the same way what you are thinking. When try is not there in my head, my actions will also be in that right direction. That is a science behind why I should not do the word try inside. How many of you are able to get what I am talking? I will never use the word but in my life. I was using it for an example now, but I will not use. I will never say, I did a great job in my exam, but I failed because my parents were not well, grandfather was not well, I could not take it. I did well in interview, but I didn't clear, but I think I missed the auto which I went there, but no but. Only shit will come out of the but. Yeah, you can clap louder for that, yeah. No but. Energy is everything, everything is energy. And finally, I'll tell you, it is your parents, the father and mother, who are the real God. Some of you are all wondering, God's grace, you have not experienced all that. Let me tell you, listen carefully. No person in this whole world has given a life to you being ready to give her life. When a mother delivers a child, your umbilical cord and her umbilical cord is connected. Your umbilical cord and your mother's umbilical cord is connected. I am a chartered accountant, not a science student to explain medicine and how all these things are there. But still remember, 9 months when you were there in her womb, she used to eat food. The food used to go from her stomach to your stomach when you were there in her womb through that umbilical cord. The stupid doctor cuts it and separates both the body. And let me tell you, what you are here is part of her body. When a mother slaps you, even though you are not wrong, you don't have any right to slap her back or not even argue with her, because it is her body. And she is the only person who was ready to give her life. When a mother delivers child, the doctor takes signature from her husband or her that anything happens during delivery, we are not responsible to the life of mother. Even if you were not born in a hospital, she was mindful, mentally ready to give a life to you in spite of knowing that she might lose her life. Is there any person in this whole world, including that God, who was ready to lose his life or her life to give life to you? And that is the noble God, mother. And if you are able to understand this, you are not just a human being. There are many human beings, but being human is more difficult than just being a human being. And if that noble relationship of mother you understand, and next important after that being father, and then next important is gurus. And with that, if you are a great human being, yes, everything comes to you. It is all the effort what you put, and the result will automatically follow. And for me, in this whole world, the number one person who is always there as that God's grace to you all is mother. My wife always says, you talk so much about mother, what about wife? I tell her, you are wife to me, but you are mother to my son. What more you want? I am not worried about flight, I am worried about your time. Listen carefully. Last statement. A man takes his whole lifetime putting so much of effort to do something and to become great. And that is not equal to a woman taking 9 months of effort to deliver a child. And for me, that noble mother, that noble father, parents, then the gurus, then all the learnings, whatever I have told, if you take that to your life and have this positive mind which is required, you will get money, you will get your great health, and you will get great relationship. Do remember, my wife daily asks me a diamond necklace. What do you have to reply her? Okay, darling, वो पहला बोलना है. Okay, darling, I will get you. Thank you so much for this opportunity what you gave for me. And my last thing, if I am here and if you have liked this talk of Rudra and you want Rudra to come back again and give you more time, I would only thank one person because of only whom I came here, and that is Anuj Goyal. And for me, he calls me any day, any time I come, only because today I had a call from ET Now, I had a call from Bloomberg Wire, and I said no. I come regularly in ET Now for market in television, but I was not free, I said no. But for Anuj ji, I will never say no, because for me it is priority over how much ever busy you are. And you know why I say also why I say yes always to Anuj ji, I will tell you. Every minute, every second of his life, he only thinks one thing: how I can make chartered accountants better, how I can make institute better, and how I can contribute my life towards making all the chartered accountants great. That is the only thing he thinks every time. And for that, I support and come anytime I am invited by Anuj ji. I will never say no. And he has his team of people, like the vice president who is there, Rajesh, Anita ji who is also there, secretary helping him, and to the entire team of ICAI, starting from president to vice president to everyone here, and more than that, for all of you who gave me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka Mate, and thanks for my mother for giving me birth and this time to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rudra sir. I can just say one thing, that those who have left have missed something. In fact, all of you, you are the friends of many of those who have left. You just share, you have missed something very, very important. Thank you very much, sir. Now I will request our chairman, CA Dr. Anuj Goyal ji, to kindly give concluding remarks and vote of thanks for the entire program and for Rudra sir's session also.
Thank you very much, Anita ji. I'm really grateful to all of you that in spite of your very, very hectic schedule, since morning, I think from 8 a.m. you all are here. Some of you may be from outside Delhi also, and some of you may be appearing for the interviews also. How many of you are appearing tomorrow for interviews? How many of you are appearing tomorrow for interviews? Yeah. So in spite of that, all of you are here. जिनका कल इंटरव्यू है और जो यहाँ पर हैं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, you are going to be placed. Because it is the commitment, it is the discipline, it is the dedication, it is the devotion which is required, and the interviewers in normal course can visualize who is committed, who is disciplined. Most of the chartered accountants are committed and disciplined. We have seen Rudra sir. See, 8:30 is his flight. Today was the market day, first day of the market. And it's very difficult. I told you that he will think twice even to go to the bathroom during the market hours. And what I'm telling you, I mean it. This is not exaggeration. And for all of us, he's with us. That shows that how committed one is and how disciplined one is. So Rudra sir is the role model for all of us. We should try, we should be inspired by him. He is a millionaire, billionaire, and from a very, very humble background, he started his journey. And it was not so that he was having crores of rupees in his hand and then he started the journey in the capital market. Only from a handful of money, he started his journey. But the chartered accountants can really do wonders. Kumar Mangalam Birla is a chartered accountant. He is the CMD of Aditya Birla Group. But one of the most important reason that he is successful as an entrepreneur is that he is the member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So I am really grateful to Rudra sir, Rajesh Sharma ji, who is committing himself like anything as the Vice Chairman of the CMIB. And we are having Anita Suneja ji. She is passing through a difficult time of her life. In spite of that, she is committing, because she is a chartered accountant. She is committing herself for all of you. That shows that the chartered accountants can do wonders even in the difficult phase of life. We are having our Honorable Regional Council representatives, Gaurav Agrawal ji, Sangam Agrawal ji, एक बार उनके लिए भी जोरदार तालियों से अभिनंदन. And the entire team of the CMIB is here and all the respected newly qualified chartered accountants. The commitment of all of you that you are here up to the last moment of the program, that shows that the USP of the chartered accountant. One of the USP that we are trained professionals. We had done articleship. We have learned like anything. And continuously as a chartered accountant, you know, only and only the chartered accountant is the profession where continuous professional education like religion, each and every chartered accountant is following. And one can't remain the member of ICI even if one is not having the required number of CPA hours. So rightly told that it is the start of the journey for all of us. अभी मुझे लगता है कि चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स जिस तरीके से पूरे वर्ल्ड को कॉन्कर कर रहे हैं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स का कोई रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है. अभी आपने देखा होगा एक कंट्रोवर्सी हुई थी दैट द टैक्स ऑडिट कैन बी डन बाय द अदर प्रोफेशनल्स. देयर वाज ए ह्यूज बैटल and both the professional bodies were after the life of the finance ministry and the select committee members to see that the definition of accountant can be changed and those two professionals can also be included as in the definition of accountant. But you see, the chartered accountants are unmatchable, unparalleled, and everyone knows it. And in spite of their best of the efforts, we are successful, and the definition of the accountant has not been changed, and only the members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India do have the power to do the tax audit in India. So this is the reliability of the members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. आपका 6 दिन का लगातार कैंपस प्लेसमेंट है. You be there in a very, very disciplined manner. And we will be having, even the Anita ji will ensure that we will be having the walk-in interviews also. And in addition to that, we are having a lot number of other platforms also, so that we can try to place each and everyone. Everyone will not be coming on the platform of ICI to place the chartered accountants. Everyone will not be coming. Everyone can't come at the platform of ICI. It would be difficult for us even to accommodate each and every company at the platform of the campus placement. But rest assured, each and every member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, each and every newly qualified chartered accountants will be placed very soon through campus placement or through any other mode or of placement, and number of offers will be there. We are having 24/7 job portal, very, very successful job portal. You all can get yourself registered later on after the campus placement interviews are over. And then, of course, we are having the smaller centers also. And each and every one will be placed without fail. At times it happens that offer has come to you and you are not accepting the offers. Because there is a complaint, general complaint, that we are giving the offers, the chartered accountants are not accepting. And we are telling that you are giving the offer to the best of the accounting professionals of the world. So we can't give you the guarantee that my chartered accountant will be accepting your offer. जल्दबाजी में ऑफर एक्सेप्ट करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. यू आर ए चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट रुद्रा मूर्ति होते हैं जो बिलियनियर हैं, कभी एम्प्लॉयमेंट में नहीं गए, कभी प्रैक्टिस में नहीं गए. चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट राकेश झुंझुनवाला होते हैं जो 5,000 रुपये के इन्वेस्टमेंट से राकेश झुंझुनवाला 60 साल की एज में, व्हाट वाज द वर्थ ऑफ राकेश झुंझुनवाला? 2 लाख करोड़. राकेश झुंझुनवाला चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, कैपिटल मार्केट, और 5,000 रुपये उधार लेके अपने फादर से ही स्टार्टेड हिज जर्नी इन द कैपिटल मार्केट. सो बिलीव इन योर सेल्फ. जल्दबाजी में किसी भी ऑफर को एक्सेप्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जल्दबाजी करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. आपकी डिग्री आपसे कोई वापस नहीं ले सकता. आपकी डिग्री आपके पास है, सुरक्षित है, और उस डिग्री के बेसिस पर यू कैन डू वंडर्स. कैंपस प्लेसमेंट का मतलब बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं है कि उस कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में जो प्लेस होगा वही सक्सेसफुल चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है. कुमार मंगलम बिरला कभी प्लेस नहीं हुआ कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में. रुद्रा मूर्ति जी कभी प्लेस नहीं हुए कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में. राकेश झुंझुनवाला कभी प्लेस नहीं हुआ कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में. अनुज गोयल और राजेश शर्मा जी कभी प्लेस नहीं हुए कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में. So, I will not be taking your further time, as high tea is waiting for all of you. You can interact, you can chat with Rudra Murthy ji or other dignitaries during that time also. I wish you all the best for the successful journey as a chartered accountant. कैंपस प्लेसमेंट को, इंटरव्यूज़ को बिल्कुल भी अपने दिल पर लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जो इंटरव्यू लेने वाला है वो भी हो सकता है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ही हो, और हो सकता है वो भी कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में प्लेस ना हो पाया हो. और मैंने देखा है, इन स्पाइट ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट आई एम द चेयरमैन ऑफ द कमेटी फॉर मेंबर्स इन इंडस्ट्री एंड बिजनेस, कि जो ऑफ कैंपस प्लेसमेंट होते हैं वो कभी कभी कैंपस प्लेसमेंट से ज़्यादा अट्रैक्टिव होते हैं. क्योंकि कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में तो प्रेशर होता है, आपके ऊपर भी प्रेशर है, प्लेस करने वाले के ऊपर भी प्रेशर है. एंड और ऑफ कैंपस में एट टाइम्स इट हैपन्स कि वो बहुत शांति से, बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आपके इंटरव्यू होते हैं. तो ऐसा पहले तो कैंपस प्लेसमेंट होते ही नहीं थे. कैंपस प्लेसमेंट इज ए रिसेंट एक्सरसाइज. आज से 25 साल पहले, 30 साल पहले जब कैंपस प्लेसमेंट नहीं थे, तब भी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स बेस्ट ऑफ द प्लेस पर प्लेस्ड होते थे. So all the best to all of you, and sky is the limit for all of you. Thank you very much.